That was quick. Hell, YouTube is funny this way sometimes. It showed me 0 for the first time. Yeah, I'm not on that what's his name stream because it's a damn rerun, and I'm not gonna watch reruns. Yeah, I always hate when people leave in comments. I mean, not in a live chat, but I'm talking about when you put out a video, they go first, and I go, who the frick cares? Nah, Firebird, what's up? Philip, TJ. No, I was in somebody's stream earlier, and it's gold. LSU colors, baby. Yeah. So Elvis wanted me to stream, so I said, "What's up, James?" Ain't nothing really new. Just I wasn't really gonna stream tonight. I was in other people's streams. I'm doing good, Firebird. I fell asleep on somebody's stream, and then I woke up. I'm like, I don't know what the hell I am. But yeah, usually I'm on watching the show, as Philip knows. But if it's a rerun, so I already saw it. So what the hell is the point of me? Let's see. Hey Jeff, Airtime, what's going on? Blood X. Oh, he'll pop in. He's not in here now, but I was on Fanatic stream. I've been going on these like networking streams and just gaining like 10, 15 people here, 10 people here, 10. And I'm not even asking. I just go up and I say hi and people add. And I add as many as I can add possibly back, but I can't add whatever. Nah. Just because LSU lost like 12 underclassmen and we lost our offensive coordinator and our defensive coordinator, it is what it is. Oh, he's in chat. Oh. Hey, Joseph, I'm doing okay. It's okay as far as I know of. It's not raining or anything. So I guess that's going. Why the hell the champion? Nah, they're not gonna. Just because OBJ was handing out $100 bills, nah, they ain't gonna take the champ. Nah, there's no chance. They can't do anything to LSU because of that. They can't. And if they do, it's bloody murder. So, oh, you're damn right. Plans for the weekend? No, not really. Okay, that was interesting. So, but yeah, I didn't go into the what you call it because I figured out what the hell. I wasn't gonna stream on a rerun. He may still be in chat, so whatever, He probably did. He was handing out $100 bills like Christmas. I don't know. What can the NCAA actually do? Nothing. He was handing out the money to the ones that already graduated. What the hell can he possibly freaking do? And then OBJ slaps the dude's ass, an officer's ass. An officer said, I was gonna punch him. They actually put out an arrest warrant for him. Are you freaking kidding me? These damn officers can't even catch freaking murders. Murder stuff. Yeah, I don't know why. All the LSU alum was there. Odell Beckham, I think Jarvis Landry might have been there. All the LSU alumni. It's like Saints alumni. When the Saints play a big game, the Saints alumni is there. Same thing with LSU. When LSU plays a big... No, it was a guy. It wasn't a female. It was a guy. Like he playfully... What it was is there's a rule... Yeah, that's how it felt. There's a rule in the Superdome. You can't smoke. So, like Joe Burrow and the rest of them, they were out. They were in the locker room smoking cigars. And the policeman went up in there, and he was getting ready to tell them to stop smoking. And, yeah, it was a guy. So that's what I heard. It was a guy. Jarvis Landry is a wide receiver. He plays for the Browns. He used to be LSU. And, so I seen the video. He just went up to him, just, smacked his ass or whatever. I don't know, whatever it was. And hey, Jeep and John. And Yeah, and then the officer came out and said he came this close to just punching Jarvis punching OBJ right in the mouth. He goes, I had to restrain myself. And he actually made up, from what I read, he made it look like, obviously, you don't want to put your hands on somebody, but he made it like if the guy he actually assaulted him. So the officer put in a request and got a arrest warrant against him that he committed assault and battery. I'm like, you shitting me, really? Assault and battery for a damn football slap? And I don't know about the stupid rule you can't smoke in the Superdome. That's a load of BS. I've seen people smoke in the Superdome. Okay, this was a cop that was just looking to get a payday. He's looking to get a payday. Period. Because he was like, oh, I went up in there. No, not the office of the players. He went up in there and he was going to tell the players to stop smoking. But then he was like, supposedly he said, I'll let him enjoy it. And then that's when OBJ was saying, hey, man, you don't need to be here. Some shit like that. The video's out. I've seen the video. It's a Superdome employee, This was in the locker room after the game. The cop went into the locker room because the Superdome has a rule you can't smoke. He went in the locker room and started shit. So, and it wasn't, it was like, hey, Brandon Outdoors, what's going on? It was like, what you call it? So, I don't know. Glad you're here, Brandon. Appreciate you popping in, of course. I've been in so many streams lately, I can't remember whose stream I'm in. I know I'm in mine this time. Yeah, ever since Jeff went to the alternate Sundays, I can't remember what Sundays what, and I wound up falling asleep. So, what do you call it? Hey, Marcos, I don't know. What do I call what? Slap the ass? I don't know. Apparently, they can do that. Well, I don't know. It was a victory cigar. It was in the locker room of the Superdome. So I don't know, but yeah, this cop's looking. The whole Louisiana's a corrupt state. Obviously, these cops, they see all these alumni, they see all these damn people. They're gonna. Do you have any rules I need to know about? Just don't troll and just don't say the F word, and we're pretty cool. Because I don't really, not much, Marcos. I didn't get a chance to go on your stream today because everybody else, I had like 4 tabs on and I was watching people. Farm Mill Fanatic came on the same time I was watching 2 or 3 giveaways, and I fell asleep. And yeah, I'm pretty lenient here. I don't really have a lot of rules, just don't. Sometimes these trolls like to come on here and do whatever. That's mostly why I stream at night. This is the earliest I've streamed in a while. Because, the show I usually watch, it's a rerun. But I'm not going to go. The host might be there. He didn't do his booze and brews and bros crap. So, I figured he would, but he didn't. So I said, hell with it. I'm going to stream. I'll jump on, see what's what. Usually when someone tells me, hey, man, you ought to stream tonight, I don't see them. So, because I didn't really plan on it. But yeah, I got to start getting back in Jeff Airtime streams. And, Oh. Can't say that word, Brandon. You got to say supporters or something like that. Yeah, but everybody add Brandon if yeah. YouTube, I forgot to tell you, YouTube don't like the S word. For whatever reason, they're really anal about it. I don't know why. Because they start Oh, yeah, I changed it because somebody got pissed at me. No, you're cool, Brandon. I should have told you before. Yeah, YouTube doesn't like the word subscribe. Just say supporters. or a bus or something like that. Well, no, I thought about it. Someone didn't like my title, To the People, because I thought it was demanding. And he was like, well, so just say with the people. And I said, okay. I didn't change the other videos, like the other 103 or something. But thinking about it, it makes more sense. It's not that I'm chatting to the people, because I guess that seems like a dictatorship or something. So I figured chatting with the people. I don't know. Yeah, but if anybody wants to add Brandon Outdoors, go for it. It's cool. But let's see. Like I said, I was in so many streams today. I try to support as many people as I can. I mean, sometimes I'll have 4 or 5 tabs up. Oh, you're welcome. I didn't do anything, but you're welcome. Brandon, what you got to do is you're going whatever. Hey, hobbyist, what's going on? I don't know, Fanatic. Where's my $1 million? Remember when I said something? 100. If I get a, you know what my record is for likes in the stream, Fanatic? 29. Okay, I don't have 10,000. I don't have 10,000 people like you do, man. You're Mr. Popular. I only have a little over 1,000. But of course, I do thank Fanatic. Brandon Outdoors, if you want, Fanatic right there is one of the networking people. He's pretty cool. If you go in his streams and watch his stuff, you'll get people. Of course, you got to add them the right way. If someone adds you, you have to add them back. Souptaculars. Okay, what's your question? Because I'm ready for an answer. Oh, well, at least you read my comment. I just remember I said $1 million for something, but I don't remember for what exactly. But I don't know. I got up to use the restroom. I come back, your stream's over. And I said, where the hell did it go? So, yeah, that's something. But yeah, I go on a lot of these streams and they say, do it the right way. And I'm like, there is no really right way. It's add. I mean, I don't know. To each their own. But I personally, I just go in streams because I like the person, I support them. Hey, Mullins, what's going on? I have no idea. I've never owned a dog in my life, and I've never really lived in a house with stairs. I hope that's a legitimate question, really, but because believe me, when it comes to this, I can pull the, I can like troll with the best of them. Trust me. I just don't really most of the time. So yeah, somebody was telling me something about I went to somebody's stream and yeah. Oh, I grew up with cats. I haven't had a pet since I was like well, I had a pet. This cat used to come around my house about 10 years ago. But it technically wasn't mine, but I fed it and everything. But I mean, so I really haven't had a pet for years. But yeah, cats are mostly good. My friend is a dog. He's a dog person. And yeah. So yeah, but I'll tell you this. It was until somebody stole it, so damn thing clawed me too many times too. But but I don't have any pets, so it's in my lease that I can't have pets anyway. But I mean, I don't really care because I don't really need any pets. Like I said, my friend has had a dog for years, and someone killed his dog. they broke into his a couple of years ago. They broke. I think it was somebody that he used to live with, and he kicked him out of their house. Went into his backyard and took a rock and killed his dog, and threw his dog on the highway. And the only reason he found that out is because somebody was passing by, and the tag was still on the dog. So whoever does that to animals, should be shot. Stuff like that. But he got another dog. And the funny part about, not funny, but the guy, one of his roommates, doesn't know how to bury animals because it flooded and the thing went straight up. Okay, James, I appreciate you popping in for a few minutes. I don't know how long I'll be on for. It depends. Usually when I stream at midnight, I wind up getting a lot more. Well, no, it's not heartwarming. It's just that I was just thinking about that. He's got another dog now, and that dog's like, I don't know, freaking 6 feet tall, 7 feet. That dog is huge. Yeah, they never did find out who killed that dog either. But my friend had to live. He has to live with dogs. He needs his dogs. So he got another dog. Yeah, I think it was one of his roommates that he pissed off because he what it was is he kicked out these people that were living with him because they didn't pay the rent, and they left a truck in his driveway for like a month, and they wouldn't move it, and all kinds of crap. I think what it was is one day they came back, they got the truck, and they knew he wasn't home and just did that. But there's no proof of it because you can't tie anything. So he was just like, karma will get those people. And I'm like, yeah, maybe so. Karma gets everybody eventually. The bad people. I'm not talking about the good people. I'm talking about the bad people. I went down to 5 people already. Must be boring people to death. But the last couple of times I streamed at midnight, and I got something like, I had 20-something people in here. Are you streaming this Sunday, Jeff, or not? Because I really don't remember anymore, and I haven't been keeping up the last couple of weeks. But if you change the rules back to the old format, then I'm dominating because it's time to take my title back. It's been too long. Everybody's getting in my wonder saying they can't, whatever. I know Hobbyist is itching for me to come back in the stream and reclaim my title because I've been brushing up on my music again. My face usually scares them away, number one, so they'll come back or whatever. I think most people, because usually I stream at midnight, and probably a good 5 or 6 people that I know are probably in the other channel watching their channel. Because on Friday nights is the best of show, but it comes on from 10 to 12. But I'm not going to sit there for 2 hours and have a rerun. Watch a rerun. Yeah. I honestly wasn't really waking up early enough on Sundays. I used to set my alarm, but there's really no reason to wake up that early anymore. And it's kind of funny because there's like 3 giveaways on Sunday morning. And I already told these people, well, I'm going to be in a certain stream if that person's streaming on a Sunday morning. So if I win, you're going to have to give it to someone else because I can care less about the Super Bowl. I hope it ends in a tie. I don't even care. Football season ended when LSU won the national championship. I care less. The Saints have 11 people in the Pro Bowl now. It's up to we started with 7, and then slowly people started leaving. Now we got up to 11. So basically half a team is going to be in the damn Super Bowl. And that's not to mention that Demario Davis and Ryan Ramczyk both got snubbed. So I don't care who wins the Super Bowl. I don't care. Daffy Duck can win a Super Bowl. I do not care. The damn NFL is rigged, and it's just a bunch of crap. They screwed Seattle too. And you know the head referee who screwed us last year in the no-call game? He's the leading official in the Super Bowl this year. His crew is the one that's running the Super Bowl. So you go, that's how he got rewarded right there. Roger Goodell said, hey, you screw the Saints, I'll give you the Super Bowl next year. That's living proof right there. So you can't tell me that wasn't a bribe or a payoff. You know, and it's the same guy who screwed Seattle. The same exact guy. So I don't know. I didn't really watch the Seattle game. I just heard what I heard and stuff. I don't know. I ain't watching the Super Bowl. I only watch Saints games. That's it. I don't watch any other NFL game. You know, Drew Brees and Roger Goodell were in the same room together a couple of days ago. And I find that kind of odd. No, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. Do you not agree that the Saints got screwed? The no call, we got screwed. No. Well, they got to find new ways to screw. They got to find new ways to screw a team. With the Saints, it's always pass interference for whatever reason. With Seattle, I guess apparently they can't count. Yeah, they were picking on Seattle because they knew if Seattle would help the Saints. So they said, they said, let's pick with Seattle. So, yeah, whatever. Hey, next year, we'll win the Super Bowl. I'm pretty certain of that. You know, maybe Roger Goodell will retire. I don't know. As long as he's running the damn show, I don't see anything. But we got a good team anyway. You know, of course, we got to re-sign Brees. He ain't going nowhere. All three of our quarterbacks are free agents. So I'm like, So I'm pretty certain Teddy's going bye-bye. Pretty certain of that. I would be shocked as hell if Teddy re-signed. I would really be shocked. But he'd be stupid not to. You know, he really would be. But I'm sure his agent's like, hey, look what you did last year. Let's go to another team and get a shitload of money. And you know, all that good stuff. Where did Fanatic go? I wanted to see where he disappeared to. Is he still here? Some people pop in and I never see him again. Probably because I'm streaming earlier. See, I still don't know where Elvis is. Damn shame. We'll be like, Elvis, you wanted me to stream. I'm streaming. You're not here. So. No. Don't be stealing Von Bell from us. No way. Von Bell's not going anywhere. No. Von Bell's not a free agent anyway. I don't think he is. I think he's got one more year left. That dude single-handedly caused almost every turnover against the team. He forced, I think, like 6 fumbles, and he recovered 7 or 8 fumbles. Early for me. Hey, an hour ago, I was sleeping. I fell asleep on someone's stream. I got to turn my heater off. And the fan goes on. That's what y'all hear, the fan, a lot of times. But, yeah, I was falling asleep earlier. Like, literally, I was on somebody's panel and I fell asleep. I do that sometimes. I'm talking. I'm listening to people. No, Mons. Do not go after Von Bell. No. You can have Eli Apple. You can have P.J. Williams. You're free to have those two. But no, Von Bell stays with the Saints. There's no way Von Bell's leaving. That dude caused like 6 turnovers, 7 turnovers this year. Single-handedly. That dude knows how to punch the ball out. I think he did it against Seattle once. I don't know. I really don't know. But no, Vonn Bell is like a good freaking player. CJ Garden or whatever. Well, go raid the other team's players. There are 30 other teams you can raid players from. Leave the good Saints players alone. We'll give you can have Eli Apple. He's a free agent. You can have PJ Williams. We don't want him. You can have those two. You can even have Patrick Robertson if you want. I don't care. Saints need wide receiver, cornerback, probably no, we have a safety. Probably wide receiver and cornerback are the two needs that we probably need in the draft because I don't really see much anything else. Probably a linebacker too. Shit, Saints got one of the best offensive linemen in the game. We actually just signed the Patriots guy, put him on the reserve roster list. I forget his name. Let's see. Anyway, it's midnight at your time, Jeff, so that's why you're struggling to keep your eyes open. I can do a stream with my eyes closed. I could sleep this. Spreaker? I don't know what the hell Spreaker is. I've been recruiting to get people on JV's channel, but then I realized it's kind of it's fruitless because I can bring 1,000 people to his channel, and I'm not getting a single dime. So it's like, I don't know. But there is I bumped into one channel, which sent me to a tarot channel, which sent me to another tarot cards channel, which is weird. And I gained, I don't know, like 30 people on that one channel. I just went in there and said hi. I didn't even know what the hell they were doing. I just like, hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. All right, Philip, I appreciate you coming in. I'll check out this Spreaker thing. I had never heard of it before. I'll check it out. Ken Norton's a good linebacker. I don't know if he was a good linebacker when he played. I don't know about him if he's a linebacker coach or defensive coach. If he's just a linebackers coach, then that's good. But if he's like a defensive coordinator, then no, I don't see that. But he was a hell of a linebacker back in his day. He used to give the Saints fits when he played with the 49ers. He used to give our team so many fits. I wanted him to sign with the Saints. He almost did once, and he didn't. So, yeah, it was absolutely crazy. But let's see. He entered. He's defensive coordinator. Nah, I don't see him as if he was a linebackers coach, I can see that. Defense, no. Yeah. Well, Seattle went from offense to defense to defense to offense. They don't know what they're doing now. They used to have the best offensive line in the league. Now it's terrible. They used to have one of the top defensive squads, and then they let everybody go because that's the thing. When you have a bunch of good players, you can't pay everybody. And that's what the Saints are going to have to do in the next 2 or 3 years. They're going to have to start paying people or losing them. That's why we locked up Cam Jordan. That's why we locked up Michael Thomas. Now, we need to get a contract in Vonn Bell's hands because he better not leave the Saints. He leaves the Saints, heads are rolling. I'll go down to the facility and protest. That ain't going to happen. I'll go to Sean Payton's house, knock on the door, and go, what the hell? I don't know where he lives, but I'm pretty sure I can find out. It's not that hard. All I got to do is go, where the hell Sean live? He's got to be somewhere in New Orleans. Well, I mean, no, he does have a house in Dallas, so it is possible. So, yeah, I guess it would be possible for that. So let's see. So, yeah, and LSU went to the White House today. They got invited by the president, so they took the trophy up there, and they took some pictures, and, every day, another LSU underclassman declares for the draft. So LSU's got 12 underclassmen that already declared for the draft, which is the most this year. I think like 17 more actually decided to stay. We already lost our defensive coordinator and our offensive coordinator, and we also lost offensive consultant Joe Brady to the Panthers. Dave Raimondo, who was LSU's defensive coordinator, went to I don't know. He went to Nevada, I think. So that's what happens. They come all famous and they get all this money. And they figure, I don't have to play good anymore. I could just like do whatever, and then you know. But it is what it is. That's what I'm thinking about. I forgot to do this little thing here. I don't have the little eye thing on there anymore, but I will do this. Oh, that's pointless because I forgot I did make. Okay, that's kind of pointless to do, but all right, why not? So let's see. But yeah. Since I got this community tab, I should actually let people know that I'm actually streaming, but I just don't. I just spur the moment thing. And let's see what's what. All right, let's see. Oops, where am I going with this? Bone, calf, and lock. Probably. Well, we need to upgrade. The Saints need to upgrade in receiver. I mean, we could possibly throw 200 passes to Michael Thomas. He'll catch 190 of them. So I never even heard of Frank Clark, so I don't know. But there are some. Well, our LSU's wide receiver, Jordan Jefferson, he declared for the draft. So there are some good wide receivers that's going to be in the draft this year. Of course, the Saints don't draft LSU. I mean, we did draft one LSU player a couple of years ago. They like to draft Ohio State for whatever reason. Yeah, well, you see, nobody's perfect. And these GMs think, okay, well, he's not playing up to par. He cost $8 million, blah, blah, blah. Let's, football is a business. There was no loyalty. It's not back like in the 40s and 50s and 60s where the same players would play out a 15-year career on the same. No, you rarely ever get that. You rarely ever get the point where you have one player that plays their entire career. I mean, Larry Fitzgerald just signed another 1-year contract, so that's going to be like a 17th year. I don't know why the hell he wants to stay on a piss poor Arizona team, but I guess he sees something with them. Arizona don't want him to retire anyway. Well, I actually thought that getting Clowney was a good move for Seattle. We didn't have to face him in week 1. We faced him in week 3 or 4. This year, I don't know what's going on. All the really good top teams went out early in the playoffs, and now it's kind of the so-so teams that's left. But I hope the Packers beat the 49ers, and I hope the Titans beat the Chiefs. And I'm rooting for the Titans to win the Super Bowl because they never won one before. So I'm rooting for the Titans. Because the Chiefs already won a Super Bowl in the past. The Packers have, and the 49ers have. So I'm rooting for the Titans. But I really don't care who wins, quite honestly, because football season died. It's over. It's done with. LSU won the national championship, so 15-0, the best college football team ever, history. And they can't say anything about Coach O anymore. They can't. They can't. They can't say anything about Coach O. So let's see. A lot of people streaming, I guess, tonight. I don't know. I guess Friday night everybody goes crazy. Yeah, one day I got to do this giveaway for these coins here. I kept telling everybody if I get to 1,100, but here's the thing: I'll get to 1,100 and probably have no coin people add me. That'd be the funny part. But they kind of help other people. They don't really fool with me. So the World Series has predicted the Super Bowl. I don't know who's in the World Series too much. I don't really. I kind of gave up on following baseball for a few years. It's kind of so. I don't really know a lot of the new people. I watch it religiously. The last couple of years, I just stopped watching it. I mean, I still have MLB on YouTube, and I still watch it. I mean, as far as like clips, and I follow with the players. I wish Bartolo Colon would have came back last year. I root for the old players. I like the old players. No. If I see it, yeah. Well, I sort of know what you mean as far as like the World Series. I've heard that thing. I've saw that thing before. So I've sort of like seen it. Yeah, I'll tell you, my last stream, I started streaming at midnight. I had almost 20 people. I think I did have 20 people in here at one point. It's crazy. Well, I don't mind watching baseball. I mean, Albert Pujols, I still watch him. I mean, he's kind of declining, but he's like 39 or 40, 41. He's got like 3,200 hits. So I'm like, shit, I hope they reactivate Ichiro again and put him in there for a few games. I mean, let's go. Reactivate the old players. Put some excitement in there, They shouldn't have no age limit. Kind of, yeah, go Mets. I don't even know about that. The Mets will find a way to screw up. I wonder if they let Beltran go yet or not. I think he might have stepped down, with the sign stealing. This big controversy. The Astros were stealing the signs, and then the Red Sox manager had to get fired because of that. Now, Carlos Beltran, they found him guilty of it. So he, the Mets don't want to fire him, so he said he'll step down. Well, the Red Sox are looking for a new manager, apparently. So I don't know. Now they're trying to go after Jose Altuve for this buzzer thing. He had a buzzer in his socks or something. If he saw a certain thing, he would lean down and press a button. I don't know. Maybe it was in his sleeve, or maybe it was in his cap. I don't know. Just weird crap. They want to try to say, they want to try about the Astros. Should we strip the Astros of the World Championship, the World Series? Well, no. Hey, if you can get a competitive advantage against someone, then, do it. Yeah, they're making a big deal about it. Well, shit, Patriots freaking cheat every year. And they won Super Bowls because of it. So, I mean, yeah, but then all of a sudden they fired A.J. Hinch, the Houston guy. They fired, it's okay until you get caught. I guarantee you the Houston executive knew about this when it was going on. They knew about it. The owner knew about it. I guarantee you they did. All of a sudden, out of the blue, it comes a big deal, and they want to throw the coach. They fired the coach. And then Alex Cora, who was the bench coach of Houston, who is the Red Sox coach, the Red Sox just fired him for no reason. And then the Mets, everybody's like, well, I don't get why the Mets, they don't want to fire They don't want to fire Beltran, but Beltran said he was going to retire before he even coached the game. I mean, why? It's just stupid. baseball will never really die. It went through the steroid era in the 90s. The Black Sox scandal 1919, the strike in 94, Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire brought it back, which I was watching. I grew up in that era. Of course, now it's the steroids era because everybody was juicing. Obviously, Barry Bonds juiced because, his head's like that freaking big. I mean, his balls are probably that freaking small if he's got any left. That's why I don't recognize Barry Bonds as the all-time leader. It's still Hank Aaron, in my opinion. If you juice, that's cheating. And they'll never put Bonds in there. Roger Clemens should be in the Hall of Fame. I don't care if he juiced or not. Even before he juiced, he had a Hall of Fame career. And they're not going to put Clemens in. They're not going to put Bonds in. Rafael Palmeiro, they're not going to put him in. The juicers. There are juicers. There are steroid people. And there's murderers in the Hall of Fame. But back in the early days, they never looked at all that crap. They just shrugged it under the, pushed it under the rug. Nowadays, with tabloids and everything, it's news, it's scandal, everything comes out. Guy wipes his ass the wrong way. It's on the front page of every newspaper. Dude sticks his ass with steroids. Do I really want to read about that? No. I mean, And then Jose Canseco puts out that juiced book, and everybody goes after him. Well, he probably did it for money, but still. I mean, juicing is cheating. It's not part of the game. It's not legal. It's not legal. So that's what they did with that. But baseball was always my favorite sport. I mean, I like the Saints, but when I was a kid, teenager, I always collected baseball. That's probably why I got like 2 million baseball cards. I got them scattered. I got them in boxes. I got them in binders. Got them everywhere. I don't really collect too much anymore baseball. I do win them from Jeff Airtime and this and that in other chats, but I haven't really won too many cards lately. I go on these streaks where I go coins, cards. There are literally hundreds of giveaways a day, and I enter as many as I can. But yeah, it's I don't know. But baseball will never die. It'll have its weak point. But you have your hardcore people that will overlook anything and everything. Even after the strike, hardcore people, they tried to get rid of, hockey was out for an entire year. It just gets to a point where, yeah, the attendance might go down, but it's never going to completely die. In order for baseball to completely die, every single fan would have to say, I'm not going. And we all know that there are those loyal fans who sit through games. Like, look at the Jets fans. They go like 0-16 every freaking year, or 3-12, and they're always sold out. I mean, that's the only way you're ever going to get rid of sport, is if people stop caring about it. I compare it to YouTube. Like, somebody's got 1 million subscribers and they lose like 60,000. Well, they still got 940,000. It doesn't matter. Yeah, they lost some revenue, but it really doesn't matter. The only way to not hurt people or take people is stop watching their stuff, and then that's the whole thing. Major League Baseball. Stop going to the games. Stop buying the merchandise. Damn. That's why I don't buy any NFL merchandise. I don't support the NFL except for the Saints. I don't go on NFLshop.com and NFL.com or whatever, all that crap. But it really doesn't matter. One person doesn't matter. Now, if it was like 1 million people, 5 million people, and yeah. Hey, Jerry, what's going on? Who that? Go Tigers. Go Tigers. LSU went to the White House today. I saw it was on C-SPAN. I saw the thing on Twitter. They had Burrow all dressed up. Coach O was there. And all that good stuff. I swear, after a while, I'm going to start talking like Coach O. which wouldn't be a bad thing. You just wouldn't be able to understand what I'm saying. Louisianans can understand it, it's Cajun talk, but yeah, I decided to come on. I'm gonna start doing, since I got this community tab, I'm gonna start like, I don't ever put out times when I'm gonna stream. I just kind of randomly do it. I'll probably stream the next 2 days. At some point, I'm gonna stream on the Saints channel because I'm not really gaining anything, and all the Saints channels, they've been passing me up like crazy. WD and Chatline just flatlined me. I remember when they were at 30 and I was at 230. Now I'm at 232 and they're at like 400. Who that discussion's at like a lot. I mean, it's just, I don't really pay attention to that channel too much because, one, I don't want it monetized because it's under my friend's email and he wouldn't even care. He'd just be like, oh, free money. So that's why I don't really fool it too much. But I think tomorrow or the next day, I'll do a video on that channel. And the only time I ever get people adding on that channel is when I go in and I just like mess with people on other channels. But I was watching like a bunch of channels today and I fell asleep. I guess Fanatic's not in here anymore. Farmville Fanatic, he is he does all the, well, he don't do network. Well, yeah, I guess he does networking streams. I don't know. But, he does the farm equipment and that. And I was in his stream earlier. And he's got over 10,000 subscribers. So he's doing something right. And I don't even know if he's been on for 2 years at that. So I'll tell you what, though. If anybody wants to gain people, go to his stream when he streams. But make sure you, obviously, if someone adds you, make sure you add them. Apex Cards, go Tigers. Yeah, we're going. How you doing, Apex Cards? I know I've seen you somewhere before, but go Tigers. Yeah, I decided to dress up my old Tiger gear. I look like a yellow version of Kool-Aid Man, but that's okay. Lemon Kool-Aid, right? Yeah, I usually mix it up, put my Saints cap on, my Saints shirt. You see me at Walk On. I did? What channel was that? I don't remember. I literally go to like 5 trillion channels a day. I'm just like, hey, go on this channel, I go on that channel, I go on this channel. I go on every channel. So I try to remember people. But lately I went these tarot cards channels and they're like, But a lot of these people, when you go on these network streams, they leave messages, hey, cool stream, I'll see you next time. And then I never see them again. So I'm going to be like, next time they start putting those messages in there, I'm going to be like, you will never come back. Why did you write this? We still drunk. Oh, okay. Well, damn right you better be drunk. Be loaded. Get some ass. Why not? I mean, LSU was at the White House today. They hoisting that trophy up. I don't have the money to buy the hat or the shirt. I got the 2003 hat. I got the black one and the yellow one, the gold one. But there are shops around me. They have hats they still have the old hats from this one and that one. So I'm sure in another few months, they'll still have the hats and the shirts and I can buy them. Yeah, if I had the money, I would have. I had the LSU championship shirt, but it tore up. The 2003 shirt tore up. It was all purple. It turned to pink because it got dyed in the washing machine or something. So the inside turned all pink. And then, how shirts are over the years. It gets holes in them. The washing machine chews them up. all that crap. But, yep, we are rolling. I mean, we got to reload for next year. But We got Delpit didn't come back. Who? One of the safeties came back. A bunch of safeties came back. We're still loaded at safety. We got to replace Jordan, Clyde Jordan. Hilaire, we got to replace him. We got Miles Brennan now. He's probably going to be a starter next year, but Miles Brennan is still good. And we got 3 number 4-star starters. We got wide receivers doing pretty. Yeah, but basketball team, LSU this year has been like the last 5 or 6 games. They get like a 20-point lead or 15-point lead, and then they blow it, and then they go down by 2, and then they get into overtime, and then they win by a few points, which is good, as long as they win. They got like 13 road wins in a row. Oh, shit, we're playing Florida tomorrow? Yeah, it is Saturday, that's right. Probably LSU, Tulane, and UNO play. Tulane's doing pretty good, too. UNO, and not so much, but I think LSU is like, 4-0? They're 4-0 in the SEC. Oh, if it's on national TV, they're probably playing at 11 o'clock then. Because it's usually 11 o'clock tip-off on a Saturday. College basketball, most games will be on a Wednesday or a Saturday. That's usually what, I think let's see, they played, the record is 12-4, I think? I think it's 12-4. They lost 1 game in non-conference. I can't remember who it was to, but they should have never lost that game. But the last 5 or 6 games they've been losing. But John Rothstein on Twitter says, Will Wade, American gangster. I honestly believe that LSU could have won a damn championship last year if they didn't pull that shit with our coach. Suspending them for the SEC championship and then suspending them for the first 2-3 rounds, the whole postseason. The NCAA was bullshit. They couldn't catch Will Wade. He said some stuff on tape, but they didn't have any proof. They basically suspended him for no reason. And then right after the title game, that's when they lifted the suspension. I mean, we lost in the Sweet 16. I think it was. But no, it was a second round. I think we lost. Yeah, they didn't like him too much. Still, we would have had a chance. I think we have a good chance this year getting to the Final Four. We got some good players. I know that for a fact. But that's what I'm saying. All this stuff happens like a year or 2 ago, and then it comes out right at a certain time. You ever notice that? All these scandals come out right when that team's supposed to do good. Right when the team's getting good. Then all of a sudden, and they've been sitting on this for 2 years. Why now? Why the timing? Why last year? Why did they do it exactly? Why did they wait till the SEC championship game? Why did they wait till a tournament? Which is bullshit. NCAA can kiss my ass, period. I mean, they screwed us last year. I'm 100% convinced. I don't know if we would have won the championship or not, but we would have went to the Final Four. We had that good of a team. We got that good of a team this year. Javonte Smart and the rest of them, we have a really good team this year. We won 13 road games, which is the longest streak right now in the SEC, winning road games. I don't know if we're playing at Florida or at, I don't like NCAA. Now the NCAA is trying to pull his bullshit with Odell Beckham. Now they're trying to sanction LSU because Odell Beckham's handing money to the players. That's the damn seniors. They ain't even playing next year. The NCAA can kiss my ass. Watch the NCAA pull sanctions on us because of that shit. And if they do, Odell Beckham should not be freaking allowed on the sidelines with money anymore. Period. I understand he was happy, but don't go. He did it on national TV. I guarantee, NCAA, they're looking for reasons to screw us. They're looking for reasons. They are looking for reasons. And Odell Beckham gave them a reason. But they're not going to take away the championship. They might sanction us, take away some scholarships. Odell Beckham, I don't know if he was drunk that night. He slapped that dude's cop's ass. They put out a felony arrest warrant for him. I'm like, really? For slapping a dude's ass? Really? They said assault and battery. Shit, if it was assault and battery, you should have punched the guy. You should have just punched the cop right in the mouth. I mean, then the cop said, it took all I had to restrain myself from kicking Odell Beckham's ass. He actually said that. I don't think an officer can kick OBJ's ass. Now, if he's got a stun gun, okay. You know, then he's got a legit thing. But nah, this dude can't kick it. He can kick a donut's ass. Who, the cop did or Odell Beckham did? Because I'm probably thinking Odell Beckham would have. But, yeah, he's one of these rich, smart people. I mean, you get rich, you think your shit don't stink. Well, a cop was in there because there's no smoking in the Superdome, and the players were lighting up cigars. But then the cop, he went in there to arrest people. Like, literally, that cop was gonna go in there and arrest Joe Burrow and the rest of them. But then he went up in there and he thought, well, I'll let this pass. I'll let it go, which he did. That dude would have arrested Joe Burrow. That dude would have been fired. Oh, Odell Beckham is very talented, but he just plays for shitty teams. He played for the Giants, a shitty team. He's playing for the Browns, a shitty team. Shit. You go get Odell Beckham and Jarvis Landry, and you stick them next to Michael Thomas, we win in every goddamn Super Bowl known to man. We win 20 Super Bowls in a row. Ain't no damn way. I just hope that Odell's not turning into this Antonio Brown, with the CTE crap. Because Antonio Brown is mentally, he's not stable. He's got a screw loose up there. Antonio Brown seriously needs mental help. He just doesn't have the facilities in there. Ever since what's his name, that linebacker hit him hard in the head, he just don't. I think he's got the CTE, but you can't do CTE unless they're dead and then you cut the brain open or whatever. But Odell's got to stop that shit. He's got to realize he was handing out money to the seniors, but if he handed out money to a junior that's still on our team, then he's going to cause sanctions because the NCAA counts that as a booster because a former, they're going to count that as a booster. So I swear, Odell Beckham better not screw our team over by that. Because if we lose scholarships or we get penalized, I'm going to be really pissed. I will not be a happy camper. I must have bored everybody to death. They all left me. They'll come back. People will come back eventually. I just started the stream earlier than I usually do. I wonder who's left. But I know the average length of my video is like people watch it's like 6 minutes and then they leave. So I don't know. Me, I stay on someone's stream the entire 2 hours, whether it's good or not. Other people don't. Some people do, but I mean, some people get bored. But then again, I stream at night. I don't mostly stream in the daytime, so it'll jump back up. I'll probably get, in about another 20 minutes, I'll probably get 10, 12 more people in here because that's when the 12 o'clock midnight rush comes in. And Elvis should be in here. I hope he gets in there. I'm going to be like, dude, I'm streaming. Where the hell are you? Yeah, I see LSU possibly winning another championship next year. I don't know if we're going undefeated. But I can see us getting into BCS, or not BCS, whatever they call it, national. Speaking of Elvis, you're an hour late, sir. We don't recognize that skull. I knew as soon as I say his name, it'll pop up. Of course, I didn't stream at midnight. I started to stream earlier than that. Skull. I wipe my ass with Skull toilet paper every day. I dyed it purple. I got a picture of Kirk Cousins on there. And then the rest of them. Thaddeus Moss, Randy Moss's son, who played for LSU. He's declaring for the draft. So I'm going to buy her damn Griffies. Right now. I'm going to get them. I'm sitting there telling her she's got this card, that card, this card, that card. Her brother is a moron. He literally let thousands of dollars go. And SJ does not know the value of this stuff. She doesn't know. She's sitting here going, is this good? Is this good? That dude got every single Griffey rookie card, plus 2 of them I never even saw before. Shit, you better not tell it's worth a lot of money. you better give them off. She said she's going to sell them to people who want them. What I plan on doing is, I don't really have the money right now to buy them. What I want to do is I want to trade her. I'll say, look, I'll trade you some silver for it or something. Maybe she'll go for that. I don't know. No, you stick with the shitty Vikings cards. Don't go after my Griffies. You can have the Griffey autograph. I don't buy autographs because you never know if that actually looks like a genuine autograph, but I don't buy autographs because you never know if they're real. It doesn't come with a COA. You don't know. But that does look like his autograph. The way that K is shaped, I looked at it. That does look like it. But you never know. People can trace it. You don't know if it's actual or not, especially if you're going to pay a couple $100s for an autograph. You know, I want those blue Donruss cards. I want that Will Clark signature. It looks like it's his signature because Will Clark's from New Orleans. But the cards I want aren't really worth that much money, you know. But maybe I'll see if she wants to trade for a coin or something, or I don't know, trade her for something. I mean, I know she's looking for money, but he ain't retiring. He ain't retiring. What are you talking about? He's not retiring. No way. My hands are right here, by the way, just to make sure. Oh! What happened? It must be the filter. I put in the filter Drew Brees retirement. That's like a banned word. You can't say that anymore. He ain't retiring. No way. Drew Brees is going to play forever. We're winning the next 7 Super Bowls in a row. I'm telling you. Ain't no way. Oh, she did? I didn't see that. I mean, when she stopped showing the baseball cards, I went to sleep. So she was still streaming, but she didn't have any cards. Yeah, I got a bunch of Jordans. I don't know if I want to sell them, but I might. I might sell them to you. If I got duplicates, obviously. I'm stringing this along. I really should, you know. Yeah, other than the rookie card, but the rookie card ain't worth that much. It's worth $5, maybe $10. I want those Griffey rookies, damn it. Well, I already have all the Griffey rookies except that one. I do have the 89. Well, no, I have the 89 Upper Deck, but it's not in best condition. It's great. It's PSA 9, but it's not PSA 10. I honestly think that she's got a PSA 10. If she gets that graded, it's going to be a PSA 10. I'll say, hey, one time in the past, I sold all my Jerry Rice cards and I made a bunch of money. I'll sell them all to you. I do need the extra cash, so. But I have the Puckett thing. When I look in my binder tomorrow, I will pull them out because I know where some of my Jordans are. I don't know where all of them are, but I don't have any. The earliest Jordan I have is like 1990. I don't have the 87, the 88, the 89. No, I don't. Jerry Rice. No, Jerry Rice is an asshole. No, I don't like him. No. I don't necessarily like Jordan. It's just that he's probably the best NBA player of all time. No. I don't like Jerry Rice because he played against the Saints so many times and he burned the hell out of them. I know Jerry Rice is the best receiver of all time, but I don't like him. He kissed my ass. I didn't like him growing up. That's why I sold all my Jerry Rice cards. But I sold them to people in the past, but then I wound up getting a whole bunch more Jerry Rice cards from packs and stuff. So I got a whole ton of them. Yeah, he's the best. Don't worry. Michael Thomas will break his records. And Larry Fitzgerald is you know, he's still a couple of years away, but he signed another 1-year contract. Larry Fitzgerald is probably going to go down as the second best as far as stats. Jerry Rice played till he was 42, and he probably could have played another few more years. It just got to the point where they just said, "Look, go home, old man. We don't want you." I just don't like Jerry Rice. Never did, never will. Now, if he was with another team, and yeah, Randy Moss's son just declared for the draft. His son plays at LSU. Thaddeus Moss, he just declared for the draft yesterday. So maybe the Vikings can go after Thaddeus Moss. You'll have another Moss on your team. I mean, LSU's got like a bunch of football royalty on our team and basketball royalty too. We had Bruce Hornsby's son, Keith Hornsby. You know, Bruce Hornsby, the musician. Yeah. His son played for LSU basketball for 4 years. So, yeah, Randy Moss went to every LSU game, every home game, every road game. So, and he is a receiver. Thaddeus Moss, Randy's son, is a receiver. And he's one of the best receivers LSU's ever had, in my opinion. I think he got like 18 touchdowns this year because Burrow threw like 60 or 61 touchdowns. I don't know anything about the LSU. They're called the girls from Golden Land. That's all I know. I don't really know them off. A few of them follow me on Twitter. Yeah, at least LSU don't have male cheerleaders that I know of. I mean, they have to have a guy that hoists up the girls, obviously, but I don't call those cheerleaders. You call them whatever you want to call them. But, yeah. You know, I swear, I'm going to go through my cards in the morning, and I already gave you the price for the Puckett and the other one. I kind of price myself pretty cheap on some things. You know, I don't want to go overpricing on stuff. Like if the card's worth $10, I don't want to charge you $10 because then, you know, whatever. I could, but, you know, I just figure, okay, I'll sort of underprice it a little bit and whatever. I mean, it's just I'm still iffy on that. I got to figure out the price on it. It's not in the best condition, so I don't want to charge you top dollar. It's not in the worst condition, but it's not the best. It's probably like a graded. It's not graded, but if it was, it'd probably be a 7, maybe an 8. But it's 1968 tops. It's I think the last. It's when he with the Cardinals. It's in my binder. It's sitting over there. I got like 5 binders on top of it. Oh no, I'll sell it to you. There was a time where I didn't mind selling cards, but I mean, right now I kind of need the extra cash. So, nah, it's not like pulling. It's just I get lazy, I guess. I get procrastinate. No, I'm gonna sell it because I have the Kirby. I have it right here. I have the Kirby Puckett and the Wentz store right here. So I'm gonna sell, obviously. But the what you call it isn't a thing. So. No, I will. When I wake up in the morning, I will pull it out my binder, and I will send you the email on it. I think I have some other Roger Maris's, but I don't think they're original. I think they're from like the 90s or some subset or something like that. I have to see. Well, yeah, I have Dream Team. I just don't know where the hell I put them. I honestly do not know where I put them. I literally have boxes and boxes and boxes of cards. I could pull the binder with the Roger Maris in it is all the way at the freaking bottom of my binder pile. I'm looking at it right now. I have 5 binders on top of it. Plus I have all my coin sets on top of that. It's sitting on my chair. I don't have any closets in this room. You know, I used to live in an apartment. I used to have a big ass closet. So I would store it in there. It was climate controlled, so, you know, but here I don't have a closet in my room. So everything's on top of my chair that I used to use when I had my gaming stuff sitting there, when I used to have my laptop, when I used to have my desktop. But I know, you know, but I'm still looking to sell my Ted Williams card. So that card I know is real. But yeah, my Maris thing. Oh, I'll sell you all the Dream Team. I just gotta find them. I honestly do not know where that. I swear they were sitting right there, and on my thing. Oh, I don't know. I have to figure out. I have to see how much they're worth. Number one, because I think it's the I can tell you what the. Oh, Ted Williams. Probably sell that for like $80. That's how much I bought it for back in the day. I can show you the Ted Williams. I got something right here. Shit. I lost the Breeze card. I mean, it's not. It's probably like in a 6 or a 7, but it's a 58 tops, I think. So that's the Ted Williams. Number one. It's in pretty good condition, I would say. I mean, it's not a PS10, probably a 7 maybe, but it's still a 58. It's still a Ted Williams, and that's why he hit this season. He hit 388. Yeah. So yeah, I paid $80 for it about 4 years ago, so I would sell it for like 80. This one, I bought this one off eBay. I bought it from a card shop. Yeah, in mint condition, this card's worth like $300. So yeah, I bought it about 4 or 5 years ago off eBay from a card shop, and they originally had this card listed at like $300, and I'm like, it's not worth. I said, look at condition, it's not $300. I said, but because you can see the rounded, it's rounded on one side, but so I talked him down to 80, and he's like, okay. Because this guy was he was getting rid of, a lot of card shops. He was getting rid of his merchandise, and I guess he was desperate. I probably could have talked him down to like $40, but I got him I got him to go down from 300 to 80, and I never spend that much money on cards. I've only done it 3 or 4 times where I spend like 80 or 100. That's how I got my Griffey. I spent $87 on that sucker. PS9 89 Upper Deck for $87. Yep. But yeah, this is a card. I wanted this card for like 30 years. I wanted this card when I was a teenager, and back then this card they were selling it for like $200-$300, and to a 13, 14-year-old, $300 is a lot of freaking money. It still is today, but it's attainable. Yeah, I would sell it for like $80. I mean, I like to keep it, but obviously, if somebody wants to buy it, I'll sell it to them. I'd rather sell it to somebody who would want it, rather than I don't want to put it on eBay and then because eBay they try to do what I do. They try to Jew people down to the point where it's like, okay, well, you're not going to get da da da. And I know you collect. So, but yeah, the Maris is a 68 tops because it's got the border. But that's in my binder. I never did put this in my binder. Okay, usually when I was growing up, I would take the cards out the single sleeves. I might be the only person who puts cards on both sides of the stream. In other words, how when you put them in a non-card sleeve, you have the back and the front. I always put the card like this and like that. Oh yeah, it's fine, Elvis. I'll let you know. I'd rather sell this to you. I mean, like I said, they do have a little rounded corners on the side. I think there's a little crease, but it's not too bad. But I mean, it's like I said, it's probably like a 7. It's in pretty good condition for 58 tops. And that's why I bought it. Because he was trying to tell me it was like a gem 10, and I said it's not a 10. I can tell you right now it's not a 10. But yeah, I paid 80 for it, and that was like 4 years ago. This was like the Holy Grail card when I was a kid. This and the Griffey Jr. Now, the Ken Griffey Jr. Upper Deck card I have no freaking idea where that is. That might be lost. It might be in that box. I did not put that in the binder. That is a single, and it's somewhere. Because I bought that years ago, like 10 years ago at least. But yeah, I want to buy that one. You can have the autograph. I don't care about autograph. I want the Will Clark autograph because he's from New Orleans. But even some of those cards that what's his face was saying. Okay, yeah, I understand that. Yeah, just hit me up. Because I always said I swear I would never spend cards or whatever. But yeah. But I mean, like the Puckett and the Wentz and the Maris, you will. I figure you'll get that soon. I got a ton of Will Clark, so I got like 100 of them. Hey, Brandon Outdoors, glad to see you back. People are just popping in from here and there and whatever. Whoops, the screen turned blue and green. You know my laptop does that. It's a piece of crap. So if you see weird things, as long as it don't shut off, I'm doing good. That blue set, I want that blue set. What's his name? SJ's asking me the value of the prices. There are a few times where I said that card's worth, and I'm not an expert. I mean, I'm as far as like Beckett or whatnot, I'm like, I sort of know what they're worth because I've had a lot of those cards. Some of them I've never had, but a lot I know. And what's his name kept saying, that's not a good card. I'm like, that is a good card. It's not just because it's not worth everything. I don't collect cards because of the value. I collect them because of the players. I mean, there were certain guys where it was like, that's not worth anything. It's still a good card. The Matt Williams rookie card, it's only worth like $1.50, but it's still a good card. All rookie cards are good. Yeah, this card right here, the Wentz card, I wanted to get. I think I won that in either I won it in a giveaway or somebody sent it to me. I can't remember what it was. I think I won it in the giveaway because I won a whole stack of cards, and I'm just like, oh, I didn't even realize I had it until you said Wentz, and I was digging in my cards and I found it. So I was like, and I'd rather sell it to somebody who has appreciation for it. Because me, it's not I don't know when she's selling. She says she's still got I didn't watch the whole stream. When she stopped showing the cards, I logged off. She says she's got tons more in her storage unit. But let me tell you, her brother is a freaking moron. Seriously, I don't want the cards. You do what you want with them. Seriously. She's sitting on at least $2,000-$3,000 worth of cards right there. Alone with that Griffey Jr. Alone. That's a couple hundred right there. It's got to be 200 right there at least. Probably more. But cards are only worth what people pay for them. That's what I keep saying. If you find a certain collector, I think I watched like an hour and a half, and then I turned. She got to a point where she stopped. She put all the cards in the box, and then there was nothing. So I figured, either that or he's freaking stupid. I tell you what, I don't have much of an empire, but hey, TJ, welcome back. I don't have much of an empire, but let me tell you, like an estate. I never collected cards for money or value or worth or whatever, but if you notice, when she started pulling out those Griffies in that stream, and then she pulled out that 1989, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'll be on there. When she started pulling out that 89 Donruss checklist, I knew she had that Griffey because she started pulling out every Griffey rookie. And I have all those. The only Griffey rookie I don't have was that blue one that she had, and that's the one I want. Because I have that other card. Yeah, I should have pulled that out before this one. I will definitely send you a picture of that but I got baseball cards dating back to the 50s. I have football cards dating back to the 50s. I mostly collected baseball when I was a kid and a teenager. Obviously, I collected Saints cards because I have like 3 binders full of Saints cards, and I probably should get more. I don't have a McDonald's Jordan. I do have a McDonald's Shaq. Of course, I don't sell Shaq cards because anything Louisiana stays with me. Shaq, Peyton Manning, Eli. If you got a connection to Louisiana, that stays with me. That's why I want those Will Clarks. And I already have those Will Clark. That one Will Clark rookie card It's not worth anything. It's worth maybe $2, if that, but I want it. I'm going to try to pull a trade with SJ. I'm going to be able to look, I don't have that much money, but I'll send her a few silver coins, and then maybe I'll do a combination, see what she says. Because look, I'm not going to, I won't chew her down. I will tell her what the prices are. But if a card's worth $40, you're probably not going to get $40 for it, obviously. But I mean, hey, most of those people could have sat there and said, "Hey, Griffey's not worth anything." I told her what the hell it's worth a couple hundred at auto. If it's a real autograph, which I think it is, it looks like it is, but without the certificate of authenticity, you don't know. So at some point, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That her brother's an idiot. Seriously, she's got 1,000. Not to mention, she said she's got more cards in her storage. Shit, let me tell you something. If she pulls out a Michael Jordan rookie card, woo, we're gonna dance over that one. I will fight people to the death for that sucker. I'll tell you that. If she's got a Michael Jordan rookie card, her ass can retire. Did you see that? I don't know. Do you watch the SJ's Adventures? She was doing a thing yesterday with baseball cards that her brother gave her that her brother didn't want, and she was showing all kinds of Griffey autograph rookie card and all. She's like, I don't know how much it's worth. We're sitting there telling her this crap. She says she got basketball cards. Yeah, she was streaming last night, and Elvis, after you left that, because I think, no, was it you or somebody else? I don't know, somebody else. They left the stream, and then after they left the stream, that's when she pulled out a rare card. But I don't remember if it was you or somebody else. It wasn't a Jordan though. She showed a few basketball cards, but it was like Danny Ferry rookie card. And I'm telling her that's not really worth anything. And that other dude's like, yeah, it's worth a lot of money. No, Danny Ferry's not worth a lot of money. Back in the day, he might have been. Danny Ferry rookie card ain't worth shit. He didn't do anything in the NBA, really. So that dude's telling her it's worth like $50. And I'm like, it's not worth $50. I can tell you right now, Danny Ferry rookie card's worth like 50 cents, maybe. Oh, okay. I thought you were in there. Okay, well, it was somebody else, and they were saying, hey, if she pulls out so-and-so card, let me know. And I said, all right. And like 10 minutes after whoever it was left, she pulled out that card. And I was like, well, how the hell am I supposed to contact them? Yeah, I didn't watch the whole. I watched like the first hour and a half, and then I think I went to sleep. Somebody wanted me to stream last night, but I was like, I gotta take a night off. I can't stream all the time. I might be one of the few people on YouTube to actually stream for 3 or 4 hours and then lose watch time. I don't know why. I just lose watch time. I don't know what it is. But yeah, I called it. When she started showing those Griffies, I said, you have the 89 Upper Deck Griffey card. She goes, well, I don't know. I said, you probably do. And literally, not even 20 minutes later, she pulled it out. And I said, I knew it. And then she's like, how about this card? And everybody's like, yeah. And she's like, okay. And I swear it looked like a PS. I don't know if it would be a 10. It probably graded a 9 because someone said, oh, if you look on the thing, there's a scratch. But that was the case, and they're telling her to grade it, it would sell more if it was graded. Same thing with the autograph. They were telling her the right stuff. Most of the people were. Nobody was really taking advantage of her. Because if I would have saw where someone said no, I would have kicked their ass. Because, I mean, obviously, like I said, I'm not going to do anything. If I know a card's worth $100, I'm not going to take advantage of somebody I watch. Obviously. Now, if she wants to sell it for like $20, hey, all right, I'll definitely take it. But, hey, you can have the autograph. I don't buy autographs because, he's an idiot. She's got at least from those cards she showed, she could probably get $1,000 or more off of that. Probably $2,000. All those Griffey, Now, those other than the 89 Upper Deck, those Griffey rookies maybe worth $10, $15. Oh, it was Nick. Nick was in there. Nick was saying about Nick Mohar. Mona, he comes in on my channel all the time. He was saying something about that. Yeah, I mean, he must just not care about him. But obviously if he's got a Griffey rookie card, I mean, shoot. I told SJ, you're going to make a couple $1,000s. I told her last night. I said, you're going to make a couple $1,000s. And then she's like, oh, well, I got tons more. I got tons of basketball. And I'm telling you right now, if she pulls out a Michael Jordan rookie card, woo, good Lord, she is retiring. Well, yeah, I know they will. I have all those Griffey rookie cards. Like I have. Oh no, I don't have it right there. Wait, let me find it. What you call it? I don't know what I did with the Griffey rookie. It was sitting right there. I didn't pull the Griffey rookie. I didn't pull the Griffey rookie when I opened up the cards. Hey Scott, what's going on? Bob, 1950s Bob Cousy. That's pretty cool. That is pretty awesome. Yeah, I didn't go in the stream tonight because I'm not going to sit there and watch a rerun. Although Philip told me JV was streaming. Shit. Yeah. Hey, if he had a Honus Wagner card, there's no way he had the T209 card, a T206 card. Literally, if he had that card, he would be a freaking millionaire. Oh, okay. I didn't go in there because it was a rerun. He didn't do his booze bros and bruise boobs, whatever. What, a Honus Wagner? I didn't even think it was that high. I thought it was like 10 or 12. I didn't think it was 26. There's one that can be traced back. It's called the Wayne Gretzky card because Wayne Gretzky owned it for years and then he sold it and a lot of more people. The chain of command. It's in a private collector now, but it's worth something like $4 million because it was Honus Wagner. It was a tobacco card, and he didn't approve of tobacco. So, skull. All right, Elvis Allah. I swear, I will send you an email tomorrow. I will send you a picture of that Maris. If I see, I know where a lot of my Jordans are, but not all of them. I will send you pictures. I know I've been procrastinating. It's my fault, And if I see anything else you'd like, I'll let you know. But I appreciate you, of course. And if I see Jordans on SJ stream, I'll email you. Oh yeah. Well, I have a good card. I have my 1958 Ted Williams card. I know, but I sometimes procrastinate on that, but I've just been busy with looking for another job and doing my task. I've just been really busy lately. I've had stuff, but I'll send you an email on it because I think I know what a Maris is. He'll be back in 2 minutes. An email saying, "Come on, jump on my stream." But yeah, the only reason I started streaming because Elvis wanted me to jump on, and I know the last time I streamed at midnight, I had like 20 people on. So when I stream at 10 o'clock, not that many's on. But yeah, I got my beautiful Ted Williams card, which is good. 1958 Ted Williams. It's an original card, as you can see, number 1. I should put this as my I really didn't collect comics as a growing up. I never really got into comics. My brothers got into comics. I know some things about them. Like the only comic book I ever owned was and I don't own it anymore. I sold it to my brother years ago. I think he still has it. It was like a 1977 Fantastic Four. I have a few comic cards, but I was never on a comic thing. They have a comic shop right down the street from me. But I've never been in there before. It's comics and collectibles and stuff. But I'm not really an expert on comics. But yeah, if I know about it, I'll I'll be more than happy to talk about it because I don't mind talking about comics. I just never, when I grew up, I just never got into comics too much. I was always into baseball cards, football cards. Like I keep winning a lot of cards off of giveaways. I got Joe Morgan right here. Now. Hey, Mullins, welcome back. Everybody started leaving. I'm down to 3 people. Yikes. Everybody left me. I don't know why. Probably got bored or whatever. I don't know. Usually when I stream at midnight, I got a bunch of people in here. So, but yeah, every time I stream, I lose watch hours, which is, I don't get that. I do a 3-hour stream and I get 9 hours of watch time. Usually it's like 30 hours, 32 hours of watch time I get. The last stream I did, I got 9 hours of watch time. It's like at this rate, I'll have to stream 24 hours, 7 days a week. I mean, my goal was never to monetize, but, it's just something, a little extra. If I ever did. I keep gaining people. Yeah. Oh, I got a bunch of those. They're just in my dresser drawer. I think YouTube would shut me down. Supposedly they got these trolls that go into channels and hack them and put naked guys on the pictures. I'm like, they did that to Tim one time apparently, but I wasn't in the stream when it happened. They put something on his panel for the StreamYards. They hacked the StreamYards and they did something like that. No, I just gotta get stuff in here. I get stuff in here, Nicole in here, and Toey never comes in here. And you get the ladies in here rolling, and then bam. Because I like to think of myself as a lady magnet, because they like, which lady wouldn't like this? Come on, just all right. You have to have confidence, because if you don't have confidence, then they won't like you. That's how I look at it. Let's see. I had to check my notifications, see what's what. I don't know. What's this, Firebird? I don't know what I did wrong. Hopefully I did something right. Hopefully I did something right. On my phone, it's like the okay, the male symbol. Oh, wait. No, wait, that's the. No, that's, wait. I don't remember. It's one of them. It's either the male or the female symbol. It's one of them. I forget which off the top of my head. I think that's the male symbol because I think the female symbol goes down, maybe. This is the one in Austin Powers, the Cheney wears. Oh, come here. So, yep. But yeah. I tell you what, I'm gonna trade with SJ and get some of her cards. Maybe she streams tonight. I don't know. I'll definitely see if she does, because then I'll jump on her and be like, "Hey, what's going on? Sell me your stuff." As if she's not on already. I don't think she is. I don't see her on that thingamajig. So let's see. All right, people are coming in again. Yes, indeed. Let's see who we got. Cheer. But I'm still waiting on Ginger in Japan's giveaway win that he sent me. All right, there you go. I just licked it, so now it's worth about $3,000. So I know he didn't leave. Elvis left the building my ass. All Elvis did was just start up the car. I gotta go back and get something. I gotta go get that donut. I'll be right back. How he talks, I don't know. Then he went back in and he said, "Oh, wait a minute." I don't know who Cowboy is. I mean, I saw the picture of it, but I don't really follow UFC, but I'm pretty sure Conor will win. You know, Conor McGregor wants to fight Mayweather again, and I'm like, that's not really a good idea. I like to see Mayweather get his ass beat, but Conor McGregor couldn't do it the first time. How the hell he's going to do it? And at this point, you know, Mayweather will be like, yeah, well, I don't know, really want to, you know, because he's so afraid he's going to lose his undefeated record. Well, I don't know anything about this Cowboy, so hey, now I don't wipe my eyes with that. I don't wipe my eyes with it. I take a crap with Vikings toilet paper dyed purple. Well, yeah, he's annoying. You got to have personality. That's why the UFC loves him. I don't really follow UFC or anything like that, but I've known my brother follows all that crap. UFC, well, not too much boxing. UFC, martial arts, all that other stuff. He follows all that stuff. But McGregor got the shit kicked out of my Mayweather when they boxed. But yeah, they do that for personality and stuff. No, he did good. He's just not a boxer. Yeah, I got a pot belly. Believe me, exercise is my worst enemy. I just never got. I got into boxing a little bit, like when I was a teenager, and you know, George Foreman made that comeback, and he won the championship at age 42 or 44 against Michael Moore. Then I started watching boxing when Foreman was on Showtime. I think it was Showtime. My brother keeps up with boxing, although he doesn't keep up with it too much anymore because boxing is rigged, as everybody knows. It's predetermined. UFC, you can't rig a kick-ass fight. I mean, I don't think you can. Somebody beats the shit out of you. I don't know how you can rig that. But UFC and Dana White, he likes those types of people. He likes those types of confidence, those free spirit, those F you, I'm going to do what I want. He likes those kind of people. You know, I don't even know, is McGregor even a champion or no? Is one of them a champion? Because I have no idea. Mike Tyson? Mike Tyson in his prime would beat the living shit out of Conor McGregor. Now I don't think anybody, obviously Mike Tyson's like 50-something, 60 years old, shit. But I don't know, you give Mike Tyson some steroids, he still might kill somebody. So, shit, I wish Mike Tyson would have fought against Muhammad Ali. Shit, that would have been a good fight back in the day in their proms. Nobody knows who would have won that, but I'm probably thinking Tyson might have. Because Ali had the rope-a-dope, but you can only rope-a-dope so much. You know, rope-a-dope causes your opponents to get over. Who's that? Mike Tyson? Now, he still owes the government like $1 trillion, so, I mean, he's got to do all kinds of stuff. I mean, hell, he's got to do what he's got to do. Maybe Mike Tyson will send some cannabis to Antonio Brown because, you know, he definitely needs to calm the hell down. Definitely. Let's see. I wonder if Elvis will buy that Fran Tarkenton card. It's not the Vikings, it's the Giants, though. But I could easily take some marks a lot and put Vikings because the Giants and the Vikings are the same color uniforms, and he won't know. Oh, okay. I don't really pay attention to Joe Rogan. I used to when he was on news radio and he was a comedian. Now he's just a UFC commentator. I just never got into UFC. I don't know why. I just never, you know. But maybe one day I will watch it. Because I really don't watch baseball anymore too much. Other than the Saints, I don't watch football. Other than the Pelicans, I don't watch basketball. I've seen clips of Joe Rogan. He's freaking bald now. He shaves his head. I've seen clips of Joe Rogan. He was the most clip I ever see, and you'll probably know this because I've said it before on my stream. There's a clip that goes around and of some comedian, and he says something like, "I'm stupid, don't trust me," or some clip. I can't remember the exact words. He's like, I'm a moron. Don't listen to me. It was some guy in a black shirt. And the last job I worked at, I told this to this guy, and he's like, "Oh, I know who you're talking about. It's blah 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 blah. It's either a fighter or a comedian." And I don't have Netflix right. Well, I can watch Netflix, but I don't have it anymore. But I can get into Netflix. I got my friend's account I can get into. But yeah, I can't remember this guy's name, and they were interviewing him. He goes, Joe Rogan asked him a question. He goes, "I'm a fucking idiot. I'm a moron. Don't listen to me, kids," or something like that. He said, and I'm like, it was something like that. I just really can't remember who it was. And yeah, it was something. That slid all the way over there. Pretty cool. Damn. Yeah, I'll watch his stuff, but I have seen bits and pieces. Oh, okay. I thought it was just like a UFC stream thing, podcast. Robert Downey Jr. actually became Iron Man. Like, he thinks he's Iron Man. Like, literally. He acts like Tony Stark. That's why I don't really pay attention to Robert Downey Jr. anymore. He's probably got a case of the CTE also. Nobody knows what the hell he's talking about. I mean, it's crazy. You know? Huh. Let's see. Why is the Hulk trending on Twitter? The weirdest stuff trends on Twitter all the time. Really weird. I don't know. They have things on YouTube where they say, you know, like I've seen like interviews where he actually like does Stark things, and people say, "Oh, well, he's actually playing his character." I mean, I don't really know. I don't know. I don't watch the comics. I don't watch the whatever. And I only have, I just repost all the Saints and stuff, but I only have Twitter for like my Saints page, and you know, Twitter's just for friends. I got Steph on there and Dwayne and a few other ones from the BRR. But I got like almost 1,500 followers on Twitter. I'm like, okay, that's a little weird. I don't ask for people to follow me, but they do. But I just got it. I mean, every once in a while I'll post something. Nobody ever pays attention to it. I'm like, Happy Christmas, and no one ever likes it. There's another stream. I didn't even know there was a YouTube stream because I listened to the show for the longest time. And he never pitched a YouTube stream until like 8 months ago. Then all of a sudden he started talking about YouTube because I listened to the show on the radio. And one night he was like, we have a YouTube page. And, oh, yeah, that's where I met her from, too. Cowboys, yeah, they're not going to pay Dak Prescott. There is a Saints YouTuber that actually said the Saints should get rid of Breeze and sign Joe Burrow. Number one, I'll tell you this right now, and I'm gonna make a video on this tomorrow. There is no way in hell the Saints will get Burrow. We don't have the draft picks. We don't have the players. So all these Saints podcasts that are doing this shit for views and likes, they're just saying we have a chance to get Burrow. No way. There's only one team that is going to get Burrow, and unfortunately, it's going to be the shitty-ass Bengals. But watch the Bengals actually pass, and then the Redskins get them. The Cowboys would be the stupidest team in the world because they actually have a decent quarterback in Prescott. I mean, he's not Joe Burrow, obviously. Oh, I never met him. I've never stepped foot in New York. Yeah, I hope so, but I don't see it happening. I honestly think we should go get Eli Manning as a backup to Drew Brees because I don't see the Saints re-signing Teddy Bridgewater. They're going to try to re-sign him, but I'm sure his agent's going to be like, hey, you should be a starter. Cowboys always like that. They drafted they drafted what's his name, the Ole Miss guard, and then they stole Termsel or whatever his name away from us. They stole him. I bet it was. JV's got that money. You know, must be nice to have all this money where you could pay people millions of dollars or whatever it is, appearance fees. You know, me, I'm stupid. I'm sitting here promoting this damn channel. I'm not getting a red cent off of it. What the hell am I going to, people add them and I'm like, I'm stupid. I don't mind going to his streams, but, I'm not going to freaking go in other people's streams and say, you should go on that channel. Why? It don't get me any money. He don't promote for me. Okay. Huh. Yeah, Orion follows me on here, or he did. He subscribed to me like 3 months ago. I've never seen him on my streams, even in the daytime. But he did subscribe to me. I'd be shocked if I ever did see him. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to collaborate with a YouTuber that lives 3 miles down the road from me for the past 2 years, not practically begging him almost, because his wife is camera shy. She don't like to meet people, so it's just a husband. They live 3 miles down the road. I said, I will walk to your house, because they do lottery tickets. They have something like, I don't know, 4,000, 5,000 subscribers. It's not a big channel, but it's bigger than me. And I found them on YouTube just by pure accident. And I'm like, hey, you don't live that far away from me. We live in the same town. But they keep putting it off. So I don't think they want to do it, honestly. It's just a crossbreed thing. Yeah, I could get them some people. They can get me some people. It equals out. It's just benefit. I'm not calling it dead, but yeah. But yeah, I don't know what's what. I don't know. Once in a blue moon, they do come on my streams. There are a lot of people that don't like me. I was told several times by the coin community, you're not a coin person. The coin community doesn't push me. Some people will, but a lot of people do not push me. Like when so-and-so was going for 1,000, this was going for 1,000, that was going for 1,000. They didn't push me, but they pushed everybody else well over 1,000. I mean, there's only a handful of people that actually really push me for anything. And then I push them and do shout-outs and whatnot. But, I didn't come on YouTube to do this. I just came on here to chat, make friends, have fun, goof around. I can't help it if certain people don't like me. There are people that don't like me on YouTube, and I can care less. Because I got 13,000 subscribers. Well, good for you. Do I care? No, I don't. Hey, Dad and daughter, Silver Stacking, what's going on? I don't really know. I know Littleton and stuff, but maybe Dad and daughter knows the question to that. I don't really know too much of all the coin companies. I think there's Amex or something that does whatever, but yeah, see, Dad and daughter would know best. I don't really buy anything from I don't really buy too many coins. Most of my collection's been through circulation. But yeah, Scott, you should come on a lot of the coin channels, like Dad and Daughter Silver Stacking's got a good channel, there are some really good channels out there, and you'll learn a lot, because I don't really know much of much. I started learning stuff. I get them in change. I got a whole collection of old bills from the 50s, 40s, 60s, silver certificates. I go to a Chinese store, they give them to me in change. Hey, Danny's and Gray's, Coins and Toys, what's going on? Danny and Gray's had a good announcement earlier saying he would have season 2 or 3 or 4 or 27. So he's going to start putting out some more videos. He does cards and toys and figurines. Oh, wait. Since you're on here, let me show you this. Okay. back from the last thing we talked about. This is the thing I was telling you about. Okay. I've had this since like 1999. I don't really know anything about it, but that's supposedly. I mean, I looked it up last time, but this is the actual racing thing. And I was thinking of selling it because I don't really have particular use for it. So I mean, you know, I figure, hey, you know, you collect kind of stuff like this. Oh, that's Derek Cope. Is he good? I don't really know. But it says 1999 on the back, and it's got a number. It says, I think it says like 81 out of 324. There's a number on there. It's hard to see, but I think it says 81 of 324. So, but I don't remember how I got this. But I mean, I was thinking of selling it in the future, and I know you collect this kind of stuff. I don't even really know what it's worth, to be honest, but it's just going to sit here. It's got dust on it. It's just going to sit here and collect dust. I don't really have, you know, whatever. I tried to sell it in the past to my friend who's a racing fan, but he didn't know who it was. You know. Oh, yeah, I figured it's really a nobody. But if you ever wanted to buy it, I would sell it to you because, like I said, you collect that kind of stuff, you know. I couldn't really find any. I couldn't really find the picture. I mean, I found the alternate pictures of this that were like green, but they didn't have anything like this. I have a few NASCAR cards. I have like Dale Earnhardt card from like 1985 or something that somebody put out. But yeah, but this, I never really knew anything about it. So, you know, but that's what I was talking about in the stream last time. You know, yeah, this is what I was talking about. So, but I think I'm just gonna sell it probably because, like I said, I'm not really a NASCAR fan. I don't even remember how I got it. I think someone gave it to me, maybe. But yeah, if yeah. But yeah, if you ever wanted to purchase it, I'll give you first crack at it. I don't really know what it's worth. I mean, if it's worth a few dollars, I'll sell it. But I do need the extra money, obviously. So, you know. All right. Good night, Brandon. I appreciate you. And you know, if you want more people, Brandon, just check out the network and streams and add, you know, people and you know, do it. So, all right, Dad and daughter, Silver Stack, and I appreciate you. You know, obviously, I've been on for almost 2 hours, which is really weird. So, and I actually started early, and I had less people on. But yeah, I appreciate you, Dad and daughter, Silver Stack. I'm gonna watch some of your videos tonight. You know, before I go to sleep, I got to catch up on some people's streams. Everybody just follow everybody. That's usually the general idea. You know, give everybody a chance, maybe. You know, like and see the channel. Me, I'm on a restriction count. It's like every time I follow someone new, YouTube takes away people from me. So I got to really be careful on who I follow. But I try to follow them, you know, maybe. But now that I'm past, like, I think I'm at like 1,062 right now. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry to hear that you had medical problems. I know all about those. You know. But I'll still go back and watch a lot of your old stuff. You know. I stream like 3 hours a night. And you know, whatever. Oh, you leaving too, Danny? See, now I'm getting 9 and 10 people. You see, the later I go on, the more people I get. But yeah, if you're heading out, Danny, then you know, I appreciate you, of course. And if you ever want to buy this, just let me know. You know, like I said, I don't really know how much it's worth, but you know, no problem, Dad and daughter. You know, hey, you come support me, so obviously I'm gonna support you. You know. Scratching Bo on the go, TGD. What is going on? Now, I know where I've seen you from. I've seen you from the scratching community. I definitely know that. Not many people from the scratching community come on my stream that much anymore. I don't know why, but one day I'll do lottery tickets on here. Maybe I'll win. And since I got my phone, I can actually go live and do it at the store. Even though it's right around the corner, I can do that now. So what's going on, Scratching Bo? You having a good day, good night, and all that good stuff? Hope you are anyway. But like my channel is like a hodgepodge. Coins, cards, I guess scratching people come on here and there. Just friends, families. A bunch of people from streams just randomly add me, which is cool. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I keep trying to do with DS Scratchers. DS Scratchers lives like 3 miles down the road from me. And I've been trying to do a collaboration with him, but his wife, I guess she doesn't really, I don't know that stuff. I appreciate you though, Scratching Bo. I've been on, usually this is the time when I stream around midnight, but sometimes I'll go early. I've already been off like 2 hours. It's kind of weird. And I only started streaming because somebody wanted me to stream, so I said I'll hop on. But yeah, I follow a bunch of scratching channels, but not many of them come in my stream. Maybe 1 or 2, if that. And no, DS Scratchers are Bobby drives a he drives a ambulance. They both work in ambulance. Field guy? Okay. It's a a lot of everything else that I had a lot of times in the past. I used to call myself Senor Taco because it was a joke, because my friend Senor Burrito, Senor Taco, Senor Enchilada. Field guy is the thing I came up with a fantasy football league. I kept trying to name a player, and I kept trying to name a team, and I kept thinking, what is a good name for a football fantasy team? And I came up with Field Guy, and 316, of course, is Austin 316, just as I whooped your ass. So I just put them together and said, hey, yeah, Chris and Bobby. Yeah, they live like 3 miles down the road from me. Yeah, they drive an ambulance. They do ambulance stuff. When they did that Celine parade, I was right there, but I couldn't get to them in time. Yeah, they live 3 or 4 miles down the road from me. And I actually saw them quite a few. I saw them once or twice in person. I walked right past them one time, but they were busy. Yeah, Scott, it's just something I came up with. It's no big deal. Yeah, I just thought it was a cool name, and my friend's screen name is Dark Airwalk, or I don't have the googly eyes on here anymore, but I can do the emojis. Someone said his name was a cool name on a stream today. But yeah, I really want to do a collaboration with DS Scratches. I mean, Bobby said that he would, but I don't think his wife wants to. So they said this a couple of months ago. Yeah, mods really. I got like 20 mods, and they're here and they're not here. Yeah, I don't get that many mods. I mean, I have mods on my channel. It just depends when they come on. So yeah, I have to have at least one mod on here. You never know when the fungus will appear, and I kick them in the rear. I don't say troll, I say fungus. If you say troll too many times, YouTube sends them to your channel. They pick up on an algorithm word, and if you keep saying that word, for whatever reason, YouTube notifies these people. I just clockwork. Never understand it. Obviously, if you're not if you're in a public sector, then they'll just pick up on it anyway. I got 20 likes. That's pretty cool. My record for likes is 29. So hey, maybe if I keep going, But let's see. 50 mods? Oh, I like 20. Well, most of my mods don't come on at the same time, if very rarely. You know, Dark is always here. Why is he always here? That's why he's here. The only other mod that came in today was James. Yeah, James Roy. I wonder where my first where is what's his name? I haven't seen him in a while, but Future Seal. Future Seal is one of my best mods, and I haven't seen him in a while. I think he's probably busy. He works like 15 hours a day or something, so he's probably sleeping by now. He was like my first mod, but mostly I have mods. Some people say, "Oh, make me a mod," and I'll make them a mod because they're cool. Although I don't really do that too much anymore because I had a mod on my channel and he decided to mess around with my channel and started banning all my friends and family off my channel. And then he went on his stream and he's like, "Oh, it's no big deal, man. It's tough love. You know, I'm just kidding around." I'm like, yeah. And then, which is really weird, karma, instant karma will get you, right? Because someone did that to his channel and then he blamed me, but I never went back to his channel, so I don't know who it was. Somebody hacked his PayPal and he had, I think, like $500 in there. Someone hacked his PayPal. And I'm thinking to myself, well, you know, if it's just instant karma, you know. I mean, I don't know who did it, and I hope they catch the person who did it, obviously. But yeah. Yeah, these damn troll bastards, they fungus. They come, yeah. Most streams, I don't get them. I stream in the daytime, I get them. One day, this guy kept trolling like live, and he kept banning him. He kept doing the same account, and YouTube shut down my stream, literally. And I was on for maybe 25 minutes, and I knew something was wrong because I had 30 people in the chat, and I never get 30 people in a stream. In a live stream, at once, 30 people, never happens for me. I usually get maybe 10, 12, sometimes 15, maybe 20 tops. Usually it's around 5 to 8, like it is right now. But it was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I had 30 people in the chat. And I figured why I had 30 people in the chat. Because it was this one troll, and I kept deleting, and banning him, and he was still doing it. And I turned out, when I went and checked my list, my ban list, he had like 18 different accounts with the same name. And I was going to let it go. I was cool with it, you know. But yeah, they shut my stream down because I had something like 3,000 watch hours or something in a 20-minute span. So I probably, from that one stream, I probably would have got monetized, and I would have let it go. Yes, karma is definitely. Yep. Yeah, but that dude was I made him a mod because he was cool. Not the guy that trolled. I'm talking about another guy because he was my friend for a while. And yeah, he comes in here and he starts banning my friends and family and just whatever and nothing. And like I said, I stopped going. I unmodded him and I blocked him, right? So the next night, somebody went his channel and did the same thing to him, one of his mods. And he started blaming me. But then he's like, "Oh, well, there's a few people that hate me, so it could be anybody." But he kept saying my name. And then the very next night, somebody hacked his PayPal because he posted a thing on YouTube about it. And I'm like, you know, man, karma is a bitch. I mean, I hate to see that for anybody, but, you know, don't do anything you don't want done to them. You know, if you screw around with someone's channel, don't be surprised when somebody else gets you. You know, there's a lot of hackers and there's a lot of scammers out there and shit. And, you know, hopefully he got the situation resolved. But, yeah, he started blaming me, and I'm like, I don't know how to do it. Even if I wanted to, I wouldn't do it. I have no idea how to do that shit. Trust me. There are a few people I don't like on YouTube, but I would not go that low as to steal money or it wouldn't be fun to, like, ban people. What info? How to hack people or something, or? What info did you need? I didn't give any info, did I? I don't know. What type of what you call it? So um that I don't know how to. Elvis, you ain't. Yeah, you ain't there. Oh, probably because I don't know how to hack or whatever you said. It's not that hard. I could learn. It's really not that hard at all. But I got tricks up my sleeve if somebody did anything. So when skull, 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 wipe my ass with skull, skull, skull. Here's your skull, skull, skull. The Vikings suck ass. See, he said the Vikings suck ass, so I agree. That's right. Elliot Cole or whatever his name is agrees. So yeah, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna go. So Scratching, you still here? I'm trying to figure out what info you wanted. Yeah, Elvis, go to bed already. Elvis is the reason I'm streaming tonight because he wanted me to stream. So I said, all right, I will, you know. Oh, why are you thanking me for that? Because somebody shut it down? Or, I mean, you're welcome if you want to listen. If you're listening, obviously, but, I don't know how that info is useful to you, but hey, more power to you, right? You know, but yeah, I probably would have made I don't know. It's just weird. I don't know why they did it either. I have no idea. It's not like somebody put up a naked picture or anything. I guess they just, I don't know. It is what it is. Yes, smash the like button and then say who dat. Who dat? It's not a ceiling fan. I don't have an aquarium. Okay, Bo. It's my fan that's sitting over there. I didn't think anybody could hear it because most people say they can't hear it. But if I turn my fan off, there's an echo in my room. Ceiling fan don't work anymore. That broke a long time ago. Yeah, it's sitting right there. It's a big fan right next to that's my heater. I gotta keep my room cool because this room is pretty well insulated and it faces the sun because I'm in the front of my house. So when it's in the daytime, it gets hot as hell in here. Oh, yeah, I really don't know why either too much. I mean, from what I understand, that's what happens. Yeah, I think the trolls, I think they hit more in the daytime than they do at night. I mean, they are here at night. Don't get me wrong. They do get here at night, but most of the time it's during the daytime. And I don't really know why they shut it down, to be perfectly honest, because he didn't, other than just spamming the chat, he didn't really do anything. And he was just spam. I don't even remember what he was spamming. It was just some stupid rhetoric. I don't even know what the hell it was. It really wasn't even offensive. He was just typing the same thing over and over and over and over and over. And I'm like, okay, I'll let it go. Screw it. I mean, because it's not really offensive. Now, if it was offensive or it was like dirty or something, yeah. But I don't know. But a lot of times they hack into Google's IP address. So, because they don't police themselves. They don't really care. I mean, unless you're making money for them, they don't care. That's just how I see it. I was one time I was on somebody's stream and they hacked the StreamYards when you stream in the pictures. they went on there and they changed everybody's pictures to the clown from It. And everybody thought I did it. And I'm like, I don't know how to do that shit. And yeah. Yeah, if you notice, like, let's say you're getting 15 or 10 a stream, you will know the average. All of a sudden, it jumps up to like 300. It's spammers, and it's probably one person or two people with like multiple accounts. And at first, you'll notice that, because that happened to a channel I was on too. They'll come in there and you'll see all these new people. That's a red flag. Like, if you see new people you've never seen before, and they'll at first they'll say hi and they'll start talking, and then after a minute or two, they'll start saying, what is your dog? Or, like one guy was like, he came up in here and he was like, I hate your mustache. Okay. Well, you don't have to look at it. He's like, and then he said something like, do you drink ? And then I knew it was a red flag, because sometimes you can tell. Yeah, I had like 30 or 40 people in my stream, and I said, that's not normal for me. Yeah, that's kind of a red flag. When all of a sudden you're doing a stream and you're like, wow, where are all these people coming from? That's what it is. So just be prepared, be ready to have your mods in there, and hopefully you have good enough mods where they can catch it. If you do StreamYards, don't leave a link in the chat, because then they can get on your StreamYards and hack your StreamYards. Especially if you let them on the panel, you're just asking for trouble, because they can hack your account doing that. So if you do a panel, if you want somebody on your panel, get their email and send it through their email. Don't ever post links in the chat, because you're giving those people exactly what they want. Easy access to mess with you. Make it harder for these people to do stuff. Don't give it to them on a silver platter. Because some of these people, and there's a thing on Facebook apparently where they're paying money for people to do this, just as a goofer. This one guy was telling me, he's like, oh, they paid me $500. And I said, well, dude, there's plenty of streams. Why the hell did you pick me? He's like, oh, you're the first one I saw. I'm like, okay, well, why don't you go on somebody else's stream? You're getting paid no matter what. He's like, well, no, I don't really feel like doing it. Like, he told me, he specifically told me, he goes, oh, I found this page on Facebook where they were paying $500 to spam random people. Well, how you know? He goes, oh, well, I send them video proof. I'm like, okay, that's a little weird. I don't know if he was lying. I don't know if it was the truth. I don't know. Maybe he's probably making all that crap up. I do believe there are channels that pay people to do that just for shits and giggles. Yeah, but I mean, there's no point. YouTube doesn't police it, and they know this. They need to step up in their process and police this stuff. One channel, I was in somebody's stream, and he had something like 30,000 subscribers, and somebody hacked his account and stole his channel with all his pictures and video and family and stuff on it. And the guy had to go through the FBI, and they still can't figure out who it is. And then YouTube was like, oh, well, you can just start a new stream. I mean, you could just start a new account. Google didn't even care. They just told him, oh, you just start a new stream. And then they said, here, we'll send you a link. Click the link to verify that it's you. And then he had to go through all this process. And the person that stole this guy's account, because he was monetized, right? What he kept doing was he had the access to these guys' videos. So what he was doing, apparently, what the guy told me was he was taking down those person's videos and just reposting them under that account. And then people didn't know it was hacked, right? So whoever did it was making money off this guy to add injury to insult. And this was like 2 or 3 months ago. And he said he went to the FBI and they didn't do anything. They couldn't figure it out. And of course, Google said there's nothing we can do because, they don't care, unfortunately. They're just in it for the money. I mean, now if you were making a shitload of money, but 30,000 subscribers, that means you're making money for them. So I mean, I don't know how much money you have to make for YouTube to actually for them to care. And don't get me wrong, I like Google and I like YouTube because if I didn't, I wouldn't be here. But yeah, it's just, people have nothing else better to do than to mess with other people. And it's just it's stupid and it's silly, and I don't even know why. So let me see if anybody else is going to jump on. They've already been on for 2 hours and 15 minutes, which is pretty long. Usually I do like 3-hour streams. I probably do at least another 2 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes, and then I'll probably go. I got to start posting on the community tab. But yeah, I'm glad you came up in here, Bo. I'm always looking to talk to new people, chat with people. I mean, that's why I do YouTube, just to chat and have fun. I never came on it to monetize or any of this crap. If for whatever reason in the future, if I do, then hey, it's just a bonus. I'm pretty sure Elvis ain't in bed yet. He's probably still lurking around. All I gotta do is just talk about how Kirk Cousins sucks. He'll pop in. Wipe my ass with Skull toilet paper. Right? He'll kind of like pop in. Yeah, but that's crazy though that your friend got 305 people. That's really amazing. I just hope they didn't do anything to her account. I hope they didn't mess around with her or anything like that, Because, I mean, they can give you, let me tell you, they can give you watch time. Oh, no problem, Scratching Bo. I mean, I'm not really an expert on it. I'm just telling you what I've seen and heard in other channels, Just a little safety tip. Don't ever give out links in channels because it just makes it easy for them. Oh, okay. Price and Swords. Oh, you're going to bed, Bo? I might talk another 5 or 10 minutes. I don't know. It just depends. My phone's got 29%. Eventually, I'm going to go to sleep. Like I said, I just started doing it because Elvis wanted me to jump on. Sometimes people say, hey, you're going to jump on? I'll watch you. And then I said, all right, fine. I'll have like 4 or 5 people messaging me. Hey, jump on. I want to watch you. All right, that's fine. Let's chat. I'm like, all right, cool. But yeah, I always say if you want to share the page, that's it. Okay, I forget, Bo. I apologize. I really forget. I haven't seen Nikki in a while, so like I said, I go on so many streams. Yeah, I'm on Facebook, Scott. You have no idea. I forget sometimes. Yeah, I actually hit 1,000 like 7 times before YouTube finally said, okay, you can stay at 1,000. Who did? Nikki did? Good Lord. Yeah, I keep hearing that term. Going around lately. They're getting the scratching community. They haven't got the coin community as far as I know of yet, but for whatever reason, they're targeting the scratching community. Maybe that's why I haven't seen Nikki on lately. Because I know I'm on her page. I just haven't seen her notifications pop up. There's one that got swatted 2 or 3 times. And I went on her stream and she thought I was a troll. And I'm like, she's like, I've never seen you before. And I'm like, I'm on your stream every night. It was Treasure somebody, and she made me a mod. All right, Bo, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you coming on. Go get some sleep and all that good stuff. And I hope Nikki's okay. But, these people have no lives if they're doing stuff like that. I mean, I live next door to 2 cops. So they're not going to fool with that with me. Hey, make America great again. How you doing? One person leaves, I get another person coming in. It's substitute. Oh, your friend. Okay. I thought you were talking about Nikki. Dang, what sucks that she got swatted 6 times. Good Lord. These people have no lives, apparently, man. It's sick. I mean, 6 times. I mean, you would honestly think after the first 2 or 3 times, you think these SWAT people would be like, hey, we keep going to the same address. Something's not right here. You know? Yeah. Apparently those people just got, and they're just hitting, as far as I know of, they're just hitting the scratching community. Because I haven't heard anything about it in the card or the coin community, just scratching. They're just targeting people. It's just, I don't know. You know, I mean, these people, it's so easy to get into Google's thing and hack them, apparently, because that's what they're doing. That's how they're getting the information. Oh yeah, back in the day it was. I saw a collection of YouTubers that got. I mean, not YouTubers. Twitch people. It was a thing on YouTube. Oh, okay. Yeah, she thought I was a troll, and she like, I don't know who you are, and I'm like, I'm not a troll. Trust me. I had a channel do that to me one time. She was getting hacked, and she kept saying she didn't recognize my name, and I'm like, I'm on your stream every night. And she's like, well, I don't know you. And she banned me. And I'm like, and then she made a video about me. And I'm like, wow, like, what the fuck? You know, just weird. I mean, yeah, well, trust me, I'm not an ass. I'm not, you know, I wouldn't do that stuff. Even if I knew how to do it, I wouldn't. Now, I know how to get around IP addresses and stuff. I can track. Because I had a troll told me, he goes, you don't know where I live. I said, I bet you I do. And he was on my stream and he goes, show me where I live. And I pulled it up and I said, you live right here, buddy. And I showed it on my phone. He left pretty damn quick. You know, I guess he was like, oh shit, he knows where I live. I pulled up his damn, even with a VPN, I can tell you where you're at. If I really wanted to. Deep web, I don't know anything about that. My brother knows about that stuff. I have nothing. I don't know anything. My brother knows about all that shit. Like literally, if I want to find somebody, I guarantee I could just ask my brother if I really wanted to. If I was really an asshole, I could find. Because I mean, my friends know how to do stuff like that, but I'm just not tech savvy. I know a few tricks, but I'm not. You know, I'm not going to get my giggles and jollies by just going to random streams and destroying people's lives. Think about it. I know they would know, right? But they want you to make videos about it because they're sitting in your streams. Because how would they know? How would they know otherwise, right? If the cops were called out, how would they know? It's because the people are making videos about it, saying, well, it happened again, blah, blah, blah. And that person that did it is sitting in your streams laughing their ass off. See, that's the whole thing. You know, it's just crazy. But you think 6 times, you honestly think that they would be like, hey, something is wrong here. Yep. Because they are, well, I call them fungus. But I don't even call them trolls technically anymore. But yeah, they're waiting for you to start stuff because then they say, hey, this person's a target. You know, because if you think about it, they do all this stuff, right? How do they know anything happened in the first place? The only reason they know is because that person goes on YouTube and then says, well, this happened and that happened, and they're sitting in your stream. All right, Bo, I'll hit your bell. I know I got you subscribed already. I'll hit your bell, man. I appreciate you, you know. And I just hope they don't hit her again because these people have no lives, you know, when they do this kind of stuff. Google needs to crack down on this, but they don't care. They say they care, but you know, I mean, they stepped up their things for harassment, but quite honestly, their definition of harassment and my definition of harassment are 2 different things. They don't see people trolling as harassment. They don't. At least I've never heard of anything where they do. So it is. It's just crazy, and it really is. Damn, how the hell did Scott find me that fast? He found me on Twitter. He found me on Facebook. Nah. I'll have to add him later. But yeah. Oh wait, yeah, I told him. That's right. I think I told you. Didn't I tell you? Wait. Oh, if you have me on Instagram, then you probably have me on. Yeah, that's probably why. It's the same picture. See, Steph added me on Instagram, but I added her back, and she's got to request it, and I'm like, hey, add me back here. Steph didn't add me on. Steph has me on Twitter, but she don't have me on Facebook. Facebook, I usually have a rule because I have like 15 requests right now, and I didn't add any of them. I usually have a rule on Facebook. I have to actually know you in person, unless there's certain circumstances. She's short. Who's short? Steph? I guess she would be. She can't be that short. She's probably like, 5'3" or something? I don't know. Oh, she's like 5'3". That's average height for a woman. 5'3", 5'4". I'm only 5'10". Steph's always saying, I don't have any boobs. I have small boobs. I'm like, well, I don't know if you have small boobs or not. I've never seen them to begin with. I don't have a judgment picture here. I don't know what you have. I've never seen it, and I never will. So I couldn't tell you. Oh, yeah, I'm like 5'10" and shrinking. Because you shrink as you get older. I used to be like 5'11", but now last time I measured myself was last year, and it said I was 5'10", or 5'10 and a half. See, Elvis didn't go to sleep. Elvis never went to sleep. Because Hey, read this. What does that say? Champions Super Bowl. Hey, where's the Vikings Super Bowl? I had an inversion table. Hey, you asked for it, so I put it on. I had an inversion table. It was my brother's inversion table, and he took it with him and he moved. But he doesn't use it, and I'm like, well, you could have left it here. I would have used it. I actually fell asleep on the damn thing once. Once you get used to it, it's kind of peaceful. You have to get used to the blood rushing through your head and everything. Because I used to sell them when I worked at Academy. I used to sell them. Who that, baby? Who that? Look at that hat. Look at that hat. Look how beautiful it is. Look at that. I mean, it's old because I've never washed it. But look at that hat. Look at how beautiful it is. Super Bowl champions, baby. We should have had 2 more of these damn things. The best thing I've ever seen in my life. Where's the Vikings Super Bowl ring? Where's the Super Bowl champ Vikings? Cheaters. Cheaters my ass. Cheaters my ass. Now here's a conspiracy theorist. I kind of tend to think he did, but I kind of tend to think he didn't. Favre was a Saints fan growing up. He only lives like 30 miles down the street from me. We don't cheat. We don't cheat my ass. Kyle push off Rudolph. That son of a bitch tight end, he pushed off. We don't cheat my ass. So-called Minnesota Miracle. That's the biggest cheat of them all because it didn't count. See, Elvis says he's going to go to bed, and he's not going to bed. He's just lurking around here with him. Brett Favre's a little weird like that. I mean, I don't know. I thank Brett Favre every day of my life that he helped us get to a Super Bowl. He only lives 30 miles down the road, if that. Yeah, it was the same year. But there was no bounty gate because let me tell you how this works. Every team does bounty gate. Every team cheats like that. It's just not the Saints. It's because they caught Greg Williams on tape saying, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. It was Greg Williams who did that shit. Because he also did it with the Rams and he did it with the Titans. They just didn't catch him. Roger Goodell made an example. Satan made an example of it. Oh, they beat the piss out of Brett Favre. Are you kidding me? They beat the living piss out of Brett Favre. They took his ass out the game. Yep. Oh, yeah. I was talking to my brother about my brother said the same thing. He was like, NBA told Michael Jordan to go play baseball to get him out of basketball for a while. And then he came back. Because you notice Jerry Reinsdorf was the one that was the owner of the White Sox. He also owned the Bulls. That's why Michael Jordan went to the White Sox. Because he was still paying him the Bulls contract. He was still getting paid like $30 million a year. You know, they were still paying him, but the NBA wanted him to go away for a while because he had the gambling thing. And, you know, Michael Jordan still gambles a couple $1 million a year. So, yeah. Oh, exactly. Yep. Yeah, Michael Jordan was in gambling debts and the freaking mob killed his dad. That's what I think happened. You know. And he won't admit it. He'll never admit it, but that's what happened. No, I'm not trash talking, Jordan. It's just that's the general idea. I was talking about this the other day. Not about trash talking. Jordan's still the greatest player in NBA history. He just has a gambling problem. You know, just like Charles Barkley does. But at least Charles Barkley acknowledges he has a gambling problem, you know. Yeah, Jordan goes to Las Vegas all the time and gambles all kinds of money away. I mean, it's his money. If he wants to, he earned it. If he wants to gamble it away, so be it. But, you know, there are always consequences to your actions. So, put people on tilt. I don't know if Jordan's a billionaire. I don't think he's a billionaire. I really don't. I know he makes a lot of money with sneakers and this and that, but I don't think he's a billionaire. He might be, maybe. But I don't think he is. That's what everybody says to believe, and the NBA hushed it up. That's why Jordan retired and went to play baseball. Supposedly, that's the cover story, because Jerry Reinsdorf, like I said, he was the owner of the Bulls, and he also owned the Chicago White Sox. It's not a coincidence that Michael Jordan went to the White Sox, the White Sox Farm Club, Birmingham. It's not a coincidence, and that whole time, and he didn't have to do this. That whole time, year and a half, 2 years that Jordan was out of basketball, he got paid his whole basketball contract, $30 million plus a year, when he didn't have to. You know, the NBA kind of told him, hey, David Stern kind of said, hey, go make up this story about playing baseball for a hush. You know, we'll have you come back in a year or two. And they did this also because when Jordan came back, the NBA went this high again, and they made a shitload of money. You know, they sold his jerseys. The NBA made a killing. So they said, hey, we'll just go ahead and play baseball for a while, and we'll pay you the contract. You know, just hush about it. Just make up an excuse. We'll sweep this under the table. Yeah, it was an exhibition. Well, I got his 1990 Donruss Upper Deck card, you know, SP1 or SP2. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's got a gambling problem, you know. He seriously does. I mean, but then again, has Michael Jordan was that competitive? Those competitive people, they always want to win at everything. You know, Jordan cannot stand losing. That's why he was so great. But that's his weakness also. His highest strength of being competitive and a will to win, that's also his highest weakness. You know. He was an okay baseball player. He wasn't a Babe Ruth. I mean, he was okay. He was the greatest basketball player that ever lived, hands down. I don't care if LeBron breaks every record he's got. You know, Jordan scored 32,000 points. He retired twice. Just imagine if Jordan would have played. He retired for a year and a half and 3 years. You would have had 5 more years of Jordan. He would have became the first player to score 40,000. Oh, yeah, I saw that. I saw the flu game. You got to remember, when Jordan was playing in the 90s, I have a Chicago Bulls hat. I have 2 Bulls hats sitting over there. That is the why, because we didn't have a basketball team. Dean Smith didn't play Jordan a whole lot, I don't think, in college, North Carolina. He played, but he didn't play. But we didn't have a basketball team in '90. So my team was the Chicago Bulls because of Michael Jordan. You know. I mean, hell. Nope. LeBron's probably going to break the all-time scoring record. He's only like 5,000 away, 38,387 by Kareem. Karl Malone could have broke it, but he chose not to. Michael Jordan would have had 40,000 points because he retired. The first time he retired, he was in his prime, and he retired for a year and a half. Then when he came back after 3 years, he still could have probably, did whatever. But Jordan retired with 32,000 points. He would have had 40,000 points. Because you think about it. The first year he came back, they didn't win the championship. But the next year, they won those 3 in a row. So it was 3 and then 3 more. He could have literally, if he would have played those 2 years, he could have won 8 championships in a row, possibly more. And then he retired again after those 3 championships. And the only reason Jordan came back is because the Wizards owner was like, hey, man, they wasn't making any money. Sort of like a Babe Ruth, scenario. You know why Babe Ruth was a first base coach for the Dodgers? He was still an attraction. And then the Braves, the Braves signed him because the owner was like, hey, we're not making any money. No one's watching the game. Let's sign Babe Ruth. It's the same thing. The Wizards wasn't doing well. I mean, they didn't even make the playoffs when he was there. He was a co-owner. He gave up he was a part-time owner. He gave up ownership. Abe Pollin, I think his name was, the Wizards at the time owner, was like, hey, we're not doing too good. We're not selling out games. He convinced Jordan to come back. He was like, hey, Jordan drafted Kwame Brown. He stunk. Jordan has an executive? No. I mean, he owns the Hornets now, but, I mean, quite honestly, the Hornets ain't really going anywhere. I mean, maybe in the future, but you look at it like this, he came back. Soon as he came back, the Wizards started selling out. They started making a lot of money, and the owner screwed him because the owner said when you decide to retire again, you can have the ownership 20% back because the NBA made him sell it out. So when he retired, the owner said, nope, you can't come back, you can't do it. So the owner pretty much used it, and it was supposed to be a 1-year deal. It was supposed to be a 1-year deal, but Jordan played for the Wizards for what, I think 3 years maybe? Yeah. LeBron's going to get 40,000 points. I hate LeBron. I have his rookie card. I don't like him. He's arrogant. He's been in like 8 championships, but he's only won 4 of them? I mean, Jordan never lost a championship. Jordan went 6 for 6. So LeBron can have 50,000 points, 60,000. He's not going to ever beat, never going to beat Jordan. Yeah. Jordan had to determine it. I mean, nowadays, LeBron really, it's not that he don't give a shit. It's just that, I don't know. And yeah, he's on the Lakers and stuff. Yeah, Jordan never played a game 6. Exactly. Freaking LeBron's been every time LeBron's in the finals, it goes to a game 7 almost. You ain't seen that with freaking, Oh, Barry Sanders would have had 15. He retired with 15,269 yards. Barry Sanders would have had damn near 30,000 yards. Barry Sanders retired because Jim Brown retired at 30. And Jim Brown was his idol. His dad kept saying, "You're no Jim Brown. You're no Jim Brown." And so basically, I got a Barry Sanders rookie card sitting there. I got a few of Barry Sanders rookie cards. Yeah. Okay. But yeah. Barry Sanders was probably he might be one of the greatest ever. Yeah, probably. I don't like the Spurs basically because the Spurs are like in the same conference we are. I never did like San Antonio, but yeah. Greg Popovich is kind of a dummy. He's an idiot. He ran the Spurs right into the ground, basically. Oh shit, no, I hate Joe Montana. I met Joe Montana in person. Joe Montana's an asshole, folks. Joe Montana, he's like, I'm not Joe Montana. He's sitting right next to his wife. Joe Montana's son played quarterback at Tulane. I was like literally right next to Joe Montana. I went up to him for an autograph. He's like, I'm not Joe Montana. He goes, I don't like Joe Montana will sit there in interviews and tell fans he's not Joe Montana. Leave him alone. He doesn't know who, He's like, I'm not Joe Montana. I'm a lookalike. I told Joe Montana, I said, you goddamn asshole. I said, screw you. Joe Montana is an asshole, folks. He just is. Oh, I don't really watch Gervais. Somebody in a stream said Gervais is like she would like go naked for Ricky Gervais, and I'm like, really? What? I don't see anything, but okay. I mean, no. That's something. That's something. He told all the actors that. Yeah, I've heard stories about Karl Malone. I've heard the stories about him. Drew Brees took a piece of paper from me out of my hand and signed it. And I didn't even really need him to sign the piece of paper. I wanted him to sign a card, but I had a notebook in my hand. He took the notebook out of my hand, signed it. I'm like, all right, hey, you want to sign it? That's fine with me. I got a Nolan Ryan comic book from like 1989 or 1992 or when he was, I have a whole binder of Nolan Ryan cards. Yep. Robin Ventura. He's like, and the best thing about that is he hit Robin Ventura square in the head. He beat the shit out of Robin Ventura. And Robin Ventura got ejected and Nolan Ryan stayed in the game. Yeah, TJ. Hey, I'm talking to some people, I got it, I'm not going to leave when I only said 5 more minutes, but I mean, I'm not going to, I'm having a good conversation, so I figure why not. That was like 92 or something. Yeah, Nolan Ryan put him in a headlock. And it's on YouTube. It's on here. And the funny part is, Nolan Ryan never got ejected. He stayed in the game, went 7 innings and threw like a 3-hitter or some shit like that. Robin Ventura got ejected. And the White Sox were like, what the hell, man? What the? Yeah, I didn't see that Odubert versus Batista. I mean, Joey Batista's a hell of... He follows me on Twitter. I don't know why. He just does. I mean, I guess it's a random thing. One day I was like, hey, Joey Batista followed me. Okay, whatever. But I used to watch the Rangers on Fox Sports Southwest. Because on my cable thing, I could pick up the Astros and Rangers, but I don't have cable anymore. But I could have picked it up. Yeah. Nolan Ryan was like 42 or 43 at the time. He beat the shit. See what happened was Nolan Ryan told a story in the late 60s, like 69 or 70. Somebody charged the mound at Ryan, and he didn't really fight back, and the guy cold cocked him and hit him in the mouth and knocked him on the ground. He said that Nolan Ryan's like, that will never happen to me again. And ever since that time, he got into somebody charged the mound, and he took a swing at him. And it just so happened. And Nolan Ryan was not throwing at Ventura. He was not throwing at him. It was a fastball that got away. Trust me. If Nolan Ryan was throwing at you, you would be dead. Literally. Yeah, I heard about that crap. I heard something about Jose Altuve had a buzzer in his pants or his, My former boss is the head athletic trainer of the Astros because he used to do stuff in the hockey stuff. Yeah, Nolan Ryan's awesome. I have a 1970 Nolan Ryan's card. I have a whole binder of Nolan Ryan's. There are probably more Nolan Ryan cards than anybody. Oh, Babe Ruth played 40 games in a season because he beat the shit out of a ref one time. They suspended him the whole year, and Babe Ruth's like, I still get paid. Yeah. Astros were better in the NL, but I mean, yeah. White Sox, I don't know. Rangers have a better shot of getting to the playoffs than the White Sox at this point. Yeah, we were just talking about that, Elvis. It was Robin Ventura, the manager who actually managed the White Sox at one point. Yeah. He's like, you little fucker, come here, you son of a you little bastard. That's what he did. So, yeah, he managed him a little bit. It wasn't a whole lot, but he did. Yeah. Go. Yeah, they are. Well, Babe Ruth went to the Boston Braves because the owner at the time needed Gate. And then, they used Babe Ruth. He could have managed. He knew so much just because they didn't trust Babe Ruth. And then they made him a first base coach with the Dodgers. They did the same thing. They were like, well, let's get Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth's 46 years old, hitting home runs still. Yeah, Robin Ventura got his ass beat. He knew he got his ass beat by someone twice his age, too. Trust me, if Nolan Ryan wanted to hit you, he would have hit you right here and he would have killed your ass. Trust me. Nolan Ryan, if you watch it, it's on YouTube. If you watch it, he was not intentionally throwing. Nolan Ryan always threw outside away from the plate. Sometimes he threw inside. He was trying to throw outside on that pitch and it got away. I think he hit him in the shoulder or something. It's a lot of BS. But yeah, Nolan Ryan never got ejected in that game. Robin Ventura did. That's back when the umpires were like, hey, they gave the pitchers freedom. Nowadays, it's like you throw at a guy, and you're not even trying to throw at a guy. Even if the ball gets away, they throw the pitcher out. He's like, what the fuck, man? I said, it's crazy. Never understand it. So, I don't know. And it is what it is. But yeah, Nolan Ryan would have kept on pitching if he didn't blow his shoulder out. He blew his arm out. He was 46 years old, and his arm finally went pop. And he came back the next year and went 5-5. So I mean, he retired with 324 wins. He had 278 losses. But Nolan Ryan pitched for a bunch of shitty teams. I mean, he won a series in '69, but he played for the Angels. They sucked. He played for the Astros. Well, the late 80s, they sucked. I mean, in 81, they went to the championship game. 80, they went to the World Series, but I don't think he wasn't on that team, I don't think. But then he went to the Rangers, and they were kind of, yeah. Yep. I saw that game. That was the I think that was the All-Star. That might have been the All-Star game, I think. You seen that pitcher? I can't remember who it was. That pitcher was throwing a pitch, and the ball went sideways, and the truck was coming, and the ball went dead on. Broke the truck. I don't know who the hell pitcher it was. I think it was Kershaw, maybe. And the ball just got away from him. And, yeah. Oh, it was Halloween night. Yeah, that's just weird shit. I think that bird that bird was just, all you saw was feathers. All you saw was feathers. Like, holy shit. That's on his Hall of Fame video. If you go look it up on Google, that's like that. And when John Kruk took the helmet and turned it around like this, it was like, because Randy Johnson threw 105, 110 miles an hour when he wanted to. Shit. Randy Johnson in the early stages of his, when he played for Montreal, and in a couple of years, first 2-3 years, he was dangerous. He couldn't pitch. Like, he was wild. He was hitting players left and right. It took him a couple of years. But Randy Johnson didn't even get into the Mariners or the Expos until he was like 25 or 26. Just imagine if Randy Johnson was started and he would have came up at 21. He had 303 wins. He played till he was like 46. You know, just imagine if Randy Johnson would have had another 5 years, he could have won 2 or 3 more Cy Youngs. He could have had probably at least 375 wins, no doubt. Now, he did finish with 303 wins. I think he only had 140-something losses. Randy Johnson's got to be in the top 10. I don't care what anybody. He's got the third most strikeouts. He's got 4,600 or 4,700. No, I think he's actually number 2 in the strikeouts. You know, he's still 1,000 behind Nolan Ryan. Nolan Ryan's got 5,714. I think Randy Johnson finished with like 4,700 maybe. Yeah, Randy Johnson won a World Series with Arizona. Yeah, Arizona with him and Matt Schilling. I don't think it was 2001. It was the Diamondbacks, but I don't think it was that year. It might have been, maybe. It might have been the one when they played the Yankees. Damn, they traded him to... I mean, Bumgarner went from San Francisco to Arizona? Or was he still at San Francisco? Yeah, the Mariners couldn't do nothing. They had Griffey and Randy Johnson, Rodriguez, and they couldn't do anything. With all that talent, they should have won to a series. You know? Edgar's still with the Mariners. He's a first base coach, I think. Kershaw, I don't know. Kershaw can have the best regular season in the world. Yeah, I remember about Bo Jackson. I saw that. Bo Jackson went to Auburn. I don't like Bo Jackson. He sucks ass. But he was a hell of a talented player. Definitely was a talented player. Yeah. Kershaw gets paid a shitload of money to go. He's something like 5-10 in the playoffs, I think. He's got a losing record. How do you just like win? All of a sudden you get to the playoffs. It just goes to show. Well, Peyton Manning did win 2 Super Bowls. Kershaw, correct me if I'm wrong, and I don't think I am, the Dodgers haven't won a World Series with Kershaw. At least Peyton Manning won a couple of Super Bowls. So you have to give him credit there. But Peyton Manning should have won at least 5 Super Bowls, at least, or 6. He was in 4 of them. He went 2-2. He won 1 with the Colts, and he won 1 with the Broncos. But he really should have won at least 3 more. The one he didn't win, yeah, I know you meant Bo. The one he didn't win was this one right here. This Super Bowl, Peyton Manning did not win that. You see, Mr. Manning did not win this Super Bowl right here. He didn't win it. All his accomplishments, everything he did, and he did not win that Super Bowl. So, by the time he got to Denver, he sucks. He just, the last year he played, I think he had like 9 touchdowns and 18 interceptions. His arm just gave out. His shoulder, his neck was giving him problems. Yeah, he just kind of, the end of that, and that was that. Just, I mean, yeah, but I don't know. I really wish Peyton Manning would have like backed up Drew Brees. That would have been awesome. I really hope. I'm praying Eli backs up. You know, whatever. Yep. Eli's got a 500 record with the Giants. I think he's like 117. But he did beat Eli twice. I mean, he did beat Brady twice. Yep, the Broncos defense is exactly what happened. So, yep. Von Miller, that was the best Super Bowl ever. Because I got to see highlights of the Panthers and Cam Newton get the shit kicked out of him. Well, there's only one person you could blame for that, Elvis. There's only one person you can blame for that 1998 team. Your kicker, Gary Anderson, who went perfect the entire season, decided, I'm going to miss a field goal, 32-yard field goal, just for the fuck of it. Whoop! He was like, oh my God. I don't know how y'all lost to the shitty Falcons. Why in the hell, if you're going to lose to a team, don't lose to the shitty Falcons. Don't lose to Michael Vick. Come on. That's a team I was rooting for the Vikings in. I was rooting so much for the Vikings to beat the Falcons. And they couldn't even do it. And the Falcons got the shit kicked out of them in the Super Bowl by John Elway, which is probably would have happened. John Elway would have beat the crap out of the Vikings in the Super Bowl because he was, that point, he was like, I won a Super Bowl. I'm going to win the damn thing. At that point, he had Terrell Davis. I don't know. He didn't miss a kick for 2 years. For whatever reason, he just missed that kick. I mean, Morten Anderson did that when he went to the Falcons. Morten Anderson never missed kicks, and he missed that kick. It's just, for whatever reason, just shit happens. It's, I don't know. It's, you know. How's it a conspiracy? They played in the Metrodome. What did they do? Turn the air conditioner on? That's exactly what they did when they did the Minnesota Miracle bullshit. They flipped on the air conditioner, and it made the ball go wider. Playoff pressure. Nah. They get paid for this for a living. They get paid for it. It's more of a conspiracy than playoff pressure. I mean, you know. The best conspiracy of them all. How in the blue hell did the Bills lose 4 Super Bowls in a row? How the hell did the Vikings lose 4 Super Bowls at all? 3 of them with probably one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever live, Fran Tarkenton, in the 70s. He lost 3 out of those 4. I mean, Joe Cap lost the first one, obviously. You know, playoffs. Talk to me about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win another game. Jim Moore hates when you say that, though. I met him once or twice. When you talk about that, he just doesn't say anything. He used to be. Now he makes kind of fun of it, but back then he wouldn't really. He gets he gets mail all the time, and that's what they want him to do. Like, can you record a playoff thing for his? You know, he gets on WDSU because he's a Saints analyst, and sometimes he gets on the games. I mean, he lives in Arizona. He lives in Scottsdale. He flies to New Orleans once in a blue moon, and he gets animated. The Vikings have just as much as chance of winning the Super Bowl as this guy does. 0. Zilch. Nada. And when we play the Vikings in 2020, when we play them, and I think we play them in the Superdome, I don't know what week it is, the Texans, oh my God, y'all picking the wrong team. I'm sorry. Y'all picking the wrong damn team. The Texans have a better shot than the Vikings. The Vikings have no salary cap. They're $30 million over the salary cap. They have no money to pay their players. Most of their starters are free agents. You tell me how the Vikings are even going to make the playoffs next year. They barely made it as a 6 seed at 10-6. They're $30 million over the salary cap. $30 million. And then your quarterback, your defensive line, most of your offensive line are free agents. You can't sign everybody. So I'm going to say it like it is. The Vikings aren't making the playoffs next year. They'll be lucky if they go 6-10. Unless they draft really good, I don't see the Vikings making the playoffs again because they barely made it at 10-6, and the NFC is stacked. If you make the playoffs, you're going to need a better quarterback than Kirk Cousins. I'm sorry. If you want to win, you want to do anything. Because how can one quarterback be so good for one game and then suck ass for another game? You ain't stomping my ass. Ain't no way. Stomping that. 2020, y'all come to the Superdome. I guarantee you, Drew Brees is going to pick apart Minnesota. They suck ass. They're trash. Seahawks have a better chance of getting the Super Bowl than the Vikings. I agree, TJ. 100%. Seahawks, at least the Seahawks have a decent quarterback. Kirk Cousins sucks ass. You ain't got to worry about the Seahawks because they're going to make the playoffs. They may not be the number 1 seed, but they're going to slide in there. Shit, they tried to make Zion a tight end for the Saints. I wish they would have made him. LeBron James always swears he wants to play tight ends for the Browns. Shit. Cousins, I thought Cousins was a free agent. The Browns have a better chance of getting to the Super Bowl than the Vikings. Come on. I'll give odds. Any team in the National Football League has a better shot at making the playoff, of making the Super Bowl. The Vikings have so many free agents this year. I'm telling you. I just do not see the Vikings getting in the playoffs next year. I don't. The Lions are going to get in the playoffs, probably. You think about it, the Lions are on the up and up. They may not look it, but if Matthew Stafford comes back and they get rid of their shitty head coach, they got a chance. Skull my ass. Skull my ass. Let me tell you something about Skull. Let me see. Wait, I got something about Skull. Wait. Let's see. Skull. Here's your shitty quarterback right here. This is your shitty quarterback. He sucks. He's trash. That's Skull right there. We don't think about Skull. This right here is the greatest quarterback in NFL history. Right here. Yes, Drew Brees is a living legend. Drew Brees is the greatest quarterback in history. Right there. Okay? And it just so happens those two cards were back to back. I didn't place them that way. That's how they came out the deck when I bought them. Weird coincidence. Okay? Retired. No. If Joe Burrow gets drafted by the Bengals, never win. Never. Joe Burrow will never win a damn Super Bowl with the Bengals. It just won't happen. I'm sorry, it just won't. He would have to carry that team. The Bengals, shit. At least with LSU, at least he had good running back, tight end, wide receiver. It wasn't just Joe Burrow carrying the team. With the Bengals, he's going to have to carry the entire team. They are going to beat the living piss out of Joe Burrow if he gets drafted by Cincinnati. You have to wait 3 years in the NFL before you can become a Hall of Famer. 3 years. You don't just retire and become a Hall of Famer. Do I got to put this up again? Drew Brees, all-time passing yards, all-time touchdowns, all-time completion percentage, all-time this, 13-time Pro Bowler, Super Bowl title. The list goes on and on. 5,000-yard seasons, 4 of them, the most in NFL history. How many records do you want me to spit off here? Drew Brees is the greatest quarterback ever, period. End of story. Kirk Cousins can't even hold Drew Brees' jockstrap. Okay? He didn't retire, number one. He's a free agent. Drew Brees is not retiring. Okay? Especially since we play Minnesota next year in the regular season. Okay, let me explain to you how this happened. We got screwed. Twice by Elvis's shitty team because he knows that the Vikings can't beat the Saints. He knows it. So they rigged the game. That so-called Minnesota Miracle bullshit didn't happen. You know what happened with that Minnesota Miracle? Them fuckers turned on the air conditioner and the ball wobbled just enough. That was pass interference on that. Okay. Then last year, that was pass interference on that one. You know what happened this year? Kyle push-off Rudolph. That 6'3" or 6'6" tight end son of a bitch pushed off in the end zone. If he didn't push off, he would have never caught that touchdown. The Vikings would have kicked a field goal. We would have got the ball, went down the field, and got a touchdown. 3 years in a row. Okay, let's put up 4 fingers. Screw it. 3 years in a row, he got beat. I guarantee you that will never happen. He will never, ever, ever, ever get screwed by the Vikings again. And that's why Drew Brees is coming out. Why the hell would Drew Brees retire? We got the best running back. We got Alvin Kamara. We got the best wide receiver, Michael Thomas. We got a top 10 defense. Why the hell would Drew Brees retire? And on top of it, even if Brees retires, he still gets paid $21 million this year, minimum. Why is he going to retire? Drew Brees can get $30, $40, $50 million. Why the hell would he retire? Shit. Why don't you tell your goddamn Vikings to stop sucking Roger Goodell's dick for once and stop, because we all know he got screwed. Drew Brees is lights out. Drew Brees plays better than any quarterback in the league. Period. And if you don't think the referee screwed the Saints, then you're full of shit. Because the referee screwed the Seattle. They screwed Seattle because Seattle's whatever. Yeah, his window's closing. He's going to get another ring. But it just kind of pisses me off that people say, well, Brees is not a good quarterback because he only won one Super Bowl. Okay. You tell me how Dan Marino was a great quarterback. He didn't win a Super Bowl, but he was a hell of a great quarterback. They actually put him over Brees on the top 100 list. Yeah, we don't need to cheat. We don't need to be the fucking Minnesota Vikings. Oh, how did that work out, by the way? How did that win work out for them? What the hell did you do the next week? You got the shit kicked out of you by the 49ers. It proves my point. Kirk Cousins can't play, period. Your team sucks ass. We lost to the 49ers, but it was a shootout. Y'all got the shit kicked out of you. It was like, what, 27-9 or something like that? 27-10? It probably could have been 45-10. Kirk Cousins was like, what, 6 out of 28? He threw four or five interceptions that game. I don't know what the hell happened. He got the shit kicked out of him. I know that. Yeah. Oh, I believe that. If it wasn't for Drew Brees, we would have never won a Super Bowl. I honestly believe that. That's why I pray every day to Breezus. Thank you, Dolphins training staff, for saying that Drew Brees had a bad shoulder. Few days to repair my. Oh, you going to use that as an excuse? You only had a few days to prepare. Okay. Use that as an excuse. All right. That's perfectly okay. Uh-huh. All right. You know why you only had a few days to prepare? Because y'all's players were getting out there drunk and swagger thinking, we beat the Saints. All right. We're going to the Super Bowl. They used every ounce of their being to beat the Saints. They busted their ass. You know what it was? They had nothing left. Their team was completely spent. They were tired, they were wasted, and they knew damn well they didn't have the ammo or the firepower to take on the 49ers. They knew it. They knew it. Going into that game, they knew they were defeated. They knew it. Kirk Cousins on the sidelines sucking his thumb in the second quarter. They knew it. So you can't say, in all honesty, oh, we only had a few days to prepare. Okay. The Saints only had a few days to prepare when we played the Vikings. We had a week. Less than a week. We had 6 days maybe. We ain't blaming that. We ain't saying, oh, just because that we ain't using that as a loss. I mean, we all know why the Saints lost, because the referee, goddamn Kyle pushed off Rudolph. Every day of my life, I will say that Kyle Rudolph pushed off, and the referees did not do a damn thing about it. Again, every year, apparently it's okay for pass interference to happen. But to sit there and say we only had a few days to prepare, it's the NFL. Suck it up. Play through injuries. You play through snow. You play through the rain. You go through the wind. You play through hail. You play through fog. They had, nowadays, I guarantee you they had every game tape. They had game tape when they beat the Saints. I guarantee you they had game tape when they beat this team, that team. They had game tape. Trust me. They were ready. They just choked. They pulled a choker. Just like when the 49ers beat us by 2 points, the next week, they lost to the Falcons. They were so spent. They used all their energy against the Saints.
that when they played the Falcons, they had nothing left. Same thing as the Vikings. They used every drop of their energy to beat the Saints, and they had no energy left. They had no fight left in them. They were basically like, okay, we won, let's go home. They had nothing left. They were done. Oh, the referees came out in like week 2 and said, we don't give a shit about pass interference. We're not going to call it. They came out and they said it. Pat McAfee show, the head referee said, we don't feel like calling pass interference. Fuck the NFL. Because their contract with the union's up this year. They don't give a shit. The head referee who screwed the Saints last year is the referee that's going to be doing the Super Bowl. Now you tell me, whoever's in the Super Bowl, I feel sorry for them because one of those teams is going to get screwed. And it's probably going to be the Titans if they get there. You know, chances are they're going to hand it to the Packers or they're going to give it to whoever, or the 49ers. Or somebody, whoever comes out the NFC, the referee is going to screw that AFC team. They're not going to let the Chiefs win. They're certainly not going to let the Titans win. I don't see that happening. It's bad for business. A 6-seed wild card wins the Super Bowl, that's bad. So I'm not going to watch it. It's protest fuck the Super Bowl because I don't give a shit about it. I don't care. Football season ended when LSU won the national championship. There's no more football. Football is dead. Not until the NFL draft or free agency. You know, we're just sitting back and seeing how much Drew Brees gets paid because Drew Brees is coming back. I guarantee you, he's not going to retire. It's not going to happen. He will come back for the 20th season. 15th with the Saints. He will come back. And we will be 13-3 again, probably 14-2. And we will get to the Super Bowl. We will kick the Vikings' ass. We play the Vikings this year. I don't know what week. I hope it's week 1. I hope we open Sunday, Thursday. Well, it's not going to be week 1 because of which I hope the first game we play is against the goddamn Vikings, and I hope we beat them 160-0. I hope Drew Brees has 17 touchdowns against them. I hope he lights everything up. I hope Michael Thomas got 50 receptions. Kamara's got 12 touchdowns. Let me tell you, how did y'all? Hey, you can't guard Mike. Best receiver in the NFL can't guard Mike. No way. You tell me how the Vikings are going to guard Mike Thomas. You can't do it. Can't be done. The dude had 149 receptions. He probably could have had 15, 20 more. He only dropped 2 passes all year. 149. He broke the record in 15 games. The last game of the season, he only had like 3 or 4 catches though, because they were kind of resting him. But at that point, we like beat the shit out of Carolina. But you want to make a bet? You want to bet? I'll bet you anything you want. We will kick the Vikings' ass next year whenever we play them. And I don't welsh on bets. I'm not Arnie C. I'm not Phil. I'm not those idiots. I want to bet from them idiots, and they don't want to pay me because they know they can't do it. Phil goes around saying, "Oh, we didn't bet. We didn't bullshit." I got video evidence of that idiot betting me. Yeah, all right. I'll put on. You send me a Vikings hat. If the Saints lose, I will wear a Vikings hat the entire live stream. I have no problem with that. But if I win, you need to go buy a Saints hat and a Saints jersey and put that sumbitch on. At least a hat. You need to wear a Saints hat. You need to live stream, and you need to say "Who dat" the entire stream. Period. I have no problem wearing a Vikings hat. Just make sure it's a good-looking one. It's got to match with my LSU colors, obviously. But I want you to go get the best hat out there. Go get this hat. Go get the Super Bowl hat. It's on eBay. Go get the Super Bowl hat. I want you to wear it. That whole live stream. I want you to say, "Who dat? Go Saints. Who dat?" Damn right it's on. I got witnesses. It is on. It's on like Donkey Kong. Santa Claus. How about a tie? Garbage can. I'm gonna look for a Vikings hat in the toilet bowl. How about a tie? The tie goes to me because Saints have home field advantage. So if it's a tie, he's got to wear a damn Vikings hat anyway, Saints hat anyway. I get the home field. Well, if it's a tie, I'll wear half a Vikings hat, half a Saints hat. And he wears half a Vikings and half a Saints. How about that? I don't know. No, if it's a tie, 3 touchdowns. 3 touchdowns, my ass. Yeah, man, you really need to go to bed. Seriously. You honestly think that your shitty ass team with your defense, and trust me when I say this, your team ain't gonna do shit next year. You think you're gonna beat 3 touchdowns? Your defense can't stop Breeze. You couldn't do it in a playoff game. You got absolutely lucky that happened. Trust me. You couldn't do it in a regular season. Without a Minnesota Miracle and a push-off game, you wouldn't have beat the Saints. You had to cheat. Your team had to cheat to beat the Saints, number one. So, I want to see if the Vikings play Seattle. Okay? TJ, if the Vikings play Seattle, you ought to bet him because I know Seattle can beat the piss out of the Vikings. I know it. Shit, ain't no way. If Seattle plays the Vikings, I guarantee you Seattle kick the Vikings' ass too. Didn't they play last year? Yeah, Rudolph did. I call him Kyle Push Off Rudolph. He pushed off. He clearly pushed off. And the referees didn't do shit about it. And that was 3rd down too. That was 3rd down when that happened. So you know what? That would have been 4th down. The Vikings would have kicked the field goal and the Saints would have got the ball in overtime. We would have went down the field and scored a touchdown. Them referees just got tired of fucking working and they just, Well, TJ, if your team plays the Vikings, you ought to bet him. Elvis, you said you were going to bed an hour and a half ago. If you can't find the Saints hat up there in North Dakota, I will send you a hat. I will buy a hat and ship it to you. And hopefully you keep the hat after you have to wear it. Hopefully you don't throw it away. You can send it back if you want. But you need to wear it and do a live. Because I've never seen Elvis on a live stream before. Skull. Yeah, I don't. We say who that? Who that? Shit out of here with skull. Oh, you damn mind. Out you damn mind. No, I don't get tattoos. I got enough scars on my body. I can't get tattoos. Shit. I get a tattoo on my ass that says Vikings suck. Yeah, I made 4 bets this year. Only one person paid up on a bet. Armando from the Vault paid up. Arnie C didn't pay up on his bet, but I would have, I don't think I would have lost that bet. Phil obviously didn't pay on his bet because he's, that dude makes like $1 zillion a year and he can't afford to pay me $500. Then he wonders why I'm calling him an asshole because he ain't, I'm a man of my word. Yeah, he ain't a man of his damn word. I'm telling you right now, Phil ain't a man of his damn word. I don't go on a stream anymore. We bet it was a 90% silver dollar, but I don't have many 90 silvers. So we bet a 40% Kennedy. And he sent me where is it? I think he sent me a 40% Kennedy. Let me see. No, that's not it. It's here somewhere. I got it in a stack. Now, this damn sticker I got to throw in the trash because I don't even like these people anymore. Yeah, Armando is a good dude. He paid up. I actually traded him dimes he sent me a dime. I sent him a dime. And Maybe it's in that other stack. Shoot. I'll put that there because that's not going to stay. It's going to fall. I think it's in this stack. Let's see. But I'll if I can find it, because I know what it looks like. Let's see. It's got to be in this stack somewhere. I just saw it. I literally just saw it like 2 days ago, sitting right there. Anyway, it was like a 1967 or 1968 40% Kennedy. But I don't know where it is right now. Yeah, I feel sorry for you, man. Jets suck. Hate to say it. You already know that. I really don't have to tell you that. Oh yeah, they would have called the penalty on that, no problem. You saw the game, right, Firebird? You saw it. I'm not making this shit up. He pushed off. Kyle Push Off Rudolph. That's his name from now on. Push Off. I'll find where I put this damn. It is somewhere. I just saw it like 2 or 3 days ago. Oh, I put it. Wait, I think I put it in here. No. Oh, wait. Is that it? That might be it right there. Oh, I know you saw it. Yeah, I was pissed too. I was like, what the fuck? No call? Are you shitting me? Again? 2 years in a damn... Oh, here it is. I found it. This is what Armando sent me. This is what I won. It says Saints 12, Dallas 10. Good game. 1967. Plain 67. But yeah, that's what he sent me. And he wanted to do a 90%. And Cajun takes credit because he said I didn't want to do it. I did want to bet him, but I don't have many 90%ers. Yeah, it's in good shape. I don't have 90%ers. I only got like maybe 1 or 2 90%ers. And I don't, So I told Armando, I'll bet you 40%er, and he said, okay, that's cool. Yeah, that was like week 3 or 4 or something. We beat Dallas. So, Cajun takes credit for it, but obviously, I did bet him. I just didn't want to bet him a 90%er because I don't have many 90%ers. So we settled on a 40%er. I do have like about 20 or 30, 40%, so that's what we bet. And then I traded him a 52 dime for 52D dime. Yeah, Dallas did choke. So I can attest that if you want to trade with Armando from the vault, that's the only person I traded with so far, and he's a good person to trade. He won't screw anybody. And I'm the one that asked him if he wanted to trade for whatever, because I had an extra 50. I think it was a 52, and he gave me a 52D. The one I had like 30 million mintage. The one he needed had like 9 or 10, and I gave it to him. Fair trade. He needed a dime. I needed a dime. And there was a list of like 10 or 12 he needed, dimes in the 50s and 60s, silver dimes. I don't know how many he needs now because I haven't talked to him in a while. But he's a good guy. He's the one that wanted to bet me. I didn't go ask him. He was like, "You want to bet?" And I'm like, "Yeah, okay, we can do something. Yeah, it's fine." I just didn't bet him a 90%er because I didn't have that many. but we settled on 40%. And it was on Cajun stream that we bet. In fact, every time somebody bet me, I think it was on Cajun, except for Phil. You know, Phil going around saying, oh, he don't have the money. But I flashed the money on my stream. My mod saw it. He bet me $500 the Saints would not make the playoffs. Saints made the playoffs on Thanksgiving night. First team in the NFL to make it that year. Phil immediately said, we didn't bet. You know, he backed out. $500 to Phil is like 50 cents to anybody else. Phil makes like a shitload of money. He lives in a freaking mansion, for Christ's sakes. Yeah, he's the one that bet me $500. He's the one. I didn't go bet him. He's like, I bet you. He was so confident. And here's the thing. He's not even an NFL fan. He lives in Connecticut. He probably did it as a joke, thinking, oh, you know, he probably just did it to round me up. Yeah, and then he goes, oh, I'm a man of my word. If I would have bet, I would have paid you. Bullshit. I lost all respect for Phil. I don't even go on his channel anymore. I'm going to tell you right now, he's not a man of his word. Yep. No, he bet me. He came in my stream and said, I will bet you $500 the Saints will not make the playoffs. They suck. And I said, okay, my mod saw it and everything. He's like, show me the money. I flashed 5 $100 bills. I flashed it in my stream. Then he goes around in other streams saying, oh, he's broke. We didn't bet because we didn't handshake on it. How the fuck am I going to handshake? You live in Connecticut. But I bet you if I would have lost, he would have wanted my money. That's fine, you know. That's perfectly okay. You know. He is a douche. I don't go on his channel anymore. Screw him. You know. I'm telling you. And I find it kind of shady that, you know, he was doing the whole help people out with the coins and shit. That conveniently, and Cajun said, you know, his PayPal did get locked. So I tend to believe Cajun. But I find it's really odd that he's got all this money from all these people in a PayPal and it gets locked. He had something like $3,000 sitting in a PayPal account and it's locked. And he said, oh, I can't access it for 6 months. Bullshit. Bullshit right there. You know. I'm telling you, I don't know. If anybody wants to, yeah, he's telling me, oh, you ain't a man. He told me he's a man of his word, which is bullshit. I mean, oh, I've lost a bet for $500 and I paid it already in the past. I you know, if someone bets me something and I lose, I'm gonna pay it. You know, but yeah, I've had 3 people that did not pay me bets this year. They said that, you know, and I let them go. But when Phil started talking shit about me on streams, that was the end. Him and Mama Lou are a perfect match. Perfect. And I don't know if he's gonna marry her or not. They're a perfect match. Can't trust either one of them. You know, all of a sudden she starts talking shit about me in streams. She don't even know who the hell I am. She's never been on my channel. She's not even subscribed to me. And yet she's going to start. Because she takes Phil's side. You know. He's just not a man of his word. I'm sorry. I don't go to a stream anymore. I don't even know if he's still got his daughters. I don't know if Bella's stream. I don't go to her stream anymore because of Phil. And I liked going on Bella's stream. You know, she's a cool kid. She's got content. You know, I don't hold nothing against her, but I'm sorry. Her daddy runs that stream and I'm not going to support it. There's no way. There is no way in hell. There is no way. And you know the sad part is he won't pay me $500, but he goes out and spends $1,200 on coins for his giveaways. He has the money. He just don't want to pay. So, yeah. I'm not going to support somebody that doesn't support me. I'm sorry. You be a man of your word and pay up. Don't be a wuss. Don't be a pussy. Don't. Oh, well, we didn't bet. Oh, then he goes around calling me a broke ass. I'm not broke ass. $500, you know. Yeah, Phil. You know Phil? Bella, a.k.a. Bella's dad? Phil. Yep, he's an asshole. Yep. He took people's money. He said he did that rainy day fund. I find it very weird that all of a sudden he's got $3,000 locked in his PayPal account. He can't access it. Bullshit. He helped out people. Maybe he did. I personally think he's pocketing that money. I got no proof on it. Cajun said no, he's not. But yeah, Phil is a jerk. He's an ass. I lost all respect for him. I don't sub him or nothing. You know, he used to come on my channel every so often, but he doesn't anymore. And then him and Mamalu started getting together and attacking her. You know, she's another one. She don't even know who the hell I am, number one. She's going to say shit about me? No. You know. Yeah, this dude makes dildos or toilets. He makes plastic stuff like bedpans and shit. He makes like a lot of money. He supposedly makes like $40 or $50 an hour. He lives in like a 9-bedroom mansion or some shit. You know, he spends all this money on coins and this and that. You know, but he can't pay me my $500. I tell people, I don't know why you subscribe to that man. He makes you sit through a 4-hour stream and he just talks. All he talks about is other people. He used to go on. He went on a Big T stream and started talking shit about Big T's wife, saying she's the reason that his YouTube channel sucks, and all this other shit. He started with him. He started with her and you know them two. You know, he's like, I don't care if people like me; they can talk shit about me all I want. Blah 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 blah. He's a fat fuck from He just he's a attention grabber. That's all he is. I ain't gonna say his damn. I mean, TJ knows him. I ain't gonna say his damn channel. Why am I gonna give him publicity? You know, he's not monetized. At least I checked. The last time I checked, a couple months ago, he wasn't. He was around like 700 subscribers. He may be monetized now, considering the whole coin community, not whole, but most of the coin community kisses his ass like he's royalty or something. Because he gives out gold and silver on his giveaways. Okay, whoop-de-doo. You know, I'm the only YouTuber that gives out gold. Bullshit. He ain't the only YouTuber that gives out gold. No, I wouldn't either. No, he's a damn liar. He treats people like shit. He times out Michael Mullins just for the hell of it. Mullins don't even do shit when he goes in his stream, and he would time me out too. He would mod me and then unmod me and then tell his mods just when he comes in, just ban him for no good reason. I said, all right, fine. If you don't want me on your channel, I'm not going on your channel. I'm not going to sit here and play games with you. You know, I come to your channel to support you, and that's how you treat your fans. He's another one. When he gets monetized, and I'm sure he will, because YouTube loves assholes like that. When he gets monetized, whatever. Is he drinking? I don't know if Phil drinks. I have no idea. He probably does. He probably drinks the pink Kool-Aid. Yeah. There are certain channels I don't go on. Well, there's 3 of them I don't go on anymore. And I don't care if they don't come on mine or not. Yep. Or there are some channels that do that. They have fun. They have fun with people, and they just say, let's go mess with this stream, blah, blah, blah. All right, I just swallowed a loogie. Yeah. But yeah. He times out Michael Mullins all the time. I keep telling Mullins, why the hell do you go on his channel? You know, what's the point? You know how you show people that you're pissed at them? You don't go to that channel. Don't support them. Don't watch their shitty content. If you don't like somebody, don't support them. You know, don't send them money for giveaways. Don't Phil don't need any money. He's not hurting for money. He's just a pathological liar. That's all. Yeah, exactly. Only time out the spammers and stuff. Exactly. Those are the people that deserve it. You know? But yeah, it's I don't know. Oh, it is what it is, I guess. I mean, whatever. More power to him. I'm just not going on his channel anymore. I haven't been on Phil's channel in probably, let's see, he welched on that bet Thanksgiving night. So it's been 2 months. I mean, but he's got most of the coin community around his ass. So, he's a little prick. He lives in Connecticut. I mean, them northern people. A lot of those northern people up there, they just, not all of them, but there's a lot of them up there that's, oh, yeah, he timed out Mullins all the time. You come in, I come in there and say, hey, and he timed me out. His freaking mods would time me out. He's got stupid mods to begin with. He's got Tim as a mod. He's got Redneck Stacker as a mod. Those two idiots right there don't know how to mod worth of shit. Redneck Stacker is another one. He timed me out for no goddamn reason. Then he comes on my stream. He's like, what's the matter, man? I'm like, I timed him out and he gets pissed at me. Every stream I go on, not his streams. If I go on certain streams and he's a mod, he times me out. And then I tell the freaking All right, TJ, I appreciate you. I'm gonna wrap this up in a minute myself. I appreciate y'all listening to my rants. I try not to rant and stuff like that, but just sometimes I get on topic on certain points, and I got nobody to talk to. So YouTube's kind of like a venting system. TJ, let me know next time you stream. You can tell me about the World Series thing, and I won't bring any drama to your channel. I never do. Try not to. But yeah, Phil can suck a bag of dicks. He probably already does. I mean, he makes plastic dildos for a living, so he probably sucks those off. Somebody's got to test him. Might as well be him, right? He's got the porn mustache and the goofy ass goatee to play the part. Yeah, Philly. I've never been in that section. New York, Connecticut, Jersey. Yeah, Jersey, Philly, Connecticut, New York. I don't know about Massachusetts, but probably. Although there is, Steph lives in Massachusetts and she's cool with me, so I don't have. So, not everybody's an asshole, but yeah, it's it's it is what it is. New York gets off on that kind of stuff. But I don't travel. I don't go to that part of the country, and I never will. So, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm not going back on Phil's channel. Never would. Be a man of your be a word man of your word. And, well, Philly boos Santa Claus. Philly and New York got that reputation. Jersey, I don't know what the hell Jersey's got to be an asshole about. Jersey's basically a freaking garbage dump. It's New Jersey shits on New York, shits on New Jersey all the time. Oh, you live in Jersey, Orange Jesus? My brother lived in New Jersey for a few years. That's where his girlfriend was living at the time. And there ain't nothing good ever come out of New Jersey as far as I'm concerned. I've never been there, but yeah. I don't know. I never want to go to New York, New Jersey, Philly. It's the asshole region of the nation, apparently. It's just, yeah. Well, Phil lives in Connecticut, so he's right up there with the asshole mania. So, no, I haven't seen him in a while. I hope he never comes on my channel again. I hope he unsubscribed from me, really, because I don't need that trash on my channel. I really don't. Yeah, shit. That's why I always tell people, if you have a problem with me, just don't, Nah. I've never met Shaq, but I don't really know. He just started a YouTube channel just recently. He's talking about shaving his head and this and that, and I'm like, It is what it is, I guess. So, oh shit, my phone's almost dead. I'm charging my laptop. I've always charged that, but my laptop's really overheating right now. So I got to cool it off in front of my fan for about a good 10 minutes. So 3 hours and 40 minutes. I'm about 25 minutes short of my record, but I don't want to break my record tonight. And hopefully YouTube gives me more than 30 hours of watch time. I do a 4-hour stream, for Christ's sakes. I should get more than 30 hours of watch time. I should get at least 50 or 60. Probably so. It's probably going to be Chiefs and the Packers. Super Bowl I was the Chiefs and the Packers. Oh, no, Packers and the Raiders. Okay, Scott. I didn't even know you were still here, but I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm getting ready to end my stream in a bit, Scott. I appreciate you, of course. I appreciate anybody that listens to my rant. I don't mean to go on complaining about things, but sometimes I just, it's kind of a venting process. Now that I have 1,000 subscribers on my phone, I can do live streams. I did live streams from like casinos in the past, but I wound up deleting them. But I could do certain things and whatnot. Okay, Scott. My cousin does sword shopping. So, well, at least you gave me the watch time. I appreciate it, of course. But yeah, since JV's on vacation, I'm not going to go on beyond. I'm not going to go on that channel for next week because I'm not going to watch reruns. I mean, I might pop in, but I doubt it. Because if I want to watch reruns, I'll just watch them on my own time. I thought he was going to do the Booze and Brews tonight, but no. Oh, thank you, OJ. Orange Jesus. I don't know if you want to be called OJ, but I try to be honest. I really do. I got to check out your channel and watch some of your videos. If you have any, obviously, I'm sure you do. You spent 3 hours on here with me. The least I can do is watch your videos, and because I'm already subscribed to you. I know that. I just say it like it is. I mean, I don't know. Just people get mad at me because of that. Oh, I thought you had videos up already. Well, when you do videos, then I'll watch you. Like I said, I don't remember if yeah, you do, Scott. Yeah, all that stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna end my stream so I can get some sleep because I was sleepy beforehand. 4 hours later, I'm really sleepy. I mean, it's only 2:30, but my phone's dying, and I gotta rest my laptop for a few minutes because it overheats. Yes, there is, Orange Jesus. There are too many of them. Some of them are in the coin community, unfortunately. There's just a handful of them. There's just some people, they hit an ego trip, and they just get too high. So I appreciate you, Orange Juice. Maybe I'll stream tomorrow, the next day. It's 2 o'clock. Yes, Firebird, they do. Seriously. They get offended by the least. This world is so PC. Oh, okay, Scott. Yeah, I'm going to end my stream right now. I just want to say thanks to all y'all, Orange, Firebird, Scott, James, Roy, everybody that was on my stream. I appreciate you. I know you don't have to watch, but I appreciate you do. And, when y'all have videos and y'all post them, let me know. I will sit there and watch them. Maybe y'all one day will do live streams and stuff and all that good jazz. So, all right, y'all have a good night. I appreciate y'all. I'll let you know when I stream next time in the community tab. All right, y'all have a good night. Thanks. Appreciate it.